looking at that brand new advert that AEW have released. So a little bit spicy, a little bit tasty, firing shots at NXT. A few comments there saying, some quotes actually, saying that they were burying NXT, saying that they were trouncing NXT, which certainly was true, but I don't think it's as true anymore. I wouldn't say they were burying them anymore. But yeah, interesting all the same. Nice little reminder that this is a war. And I honestly don't know what we're going to see tonight. I haven't had chance to have a look and see what's in store. So we're definitely going to do that in this hour before the shows begin. I am still in the process of setting a few things up, but of course I wanted to make sure that we started so that you guys weren't waiting. And obviously I can set up and talk at the same time. I've got that ability. So yes, hello to everyone that's in the chat. Shout out to Peter Christ. Shout out to Stephen and Liam and Ty Norris, Andrew Johnson, LSW. Hello to all of you guys and everyone that is in the chat. As we said, I am going to find the little preview thing. So I've got AEW set up. I've got NXT set up. Let me just have a look and see what is AEW preview. See what we've got in store tonight. Because I honestly don't know. Okay, we have got Hikaru Shida, who I believe is ranked number 1 in the women's division. So is it Hikaru? I think it's Hikaru. Hikaru Shida versus Chris Statlander. She's quite new. I think we've seen her once or twice. I think she was on AEW Dark and then she was in a tag match. So we've got Hikaru Shida versus Chris Statlander. We've got Trent versus Fenix. Christopher Daniels versus Pentagón Jr. Jon Moxley versus Joey Janela. And we've got, I think our main event looks to be Dustin Rhodes and the Young Bucks versus Sammy Guevara, Santana, and Ortiz. Now, I've got to be honest, that looks like quite a weak lineup to me. I think some of the matches have got a lot of potential. But like Trent versus Fenix, that's like they're in a tag team, aren't they? Why are they putting tag team people in singles matches? So we've got Trent versus Fenix and Christopher Daniels versus Pentagón Jr. Are they doing this because they gave Scorpio Sky a singles match last week or something? People will be looking forward to Jon Moxley, Joey Janela. It's not my thing. And then a tag team main event. Granted, this is like the Elite versus the Inner Circle, so I haven't got too much of an issue with it. But I don't know. I can't say, looking at that lineup, there's anything there that it's like, oh, we've got to watch AEW tonight. And I kind of feel like they need that at the moment because, of course, they are behind a little bit in the ratings. They're doing well in the demographic. So that's like the 18 to 49 age range. They're actually doing a little bit better than NXT in that age range. And that's a very, very important demographic. So you could say that NXT is winning on the ratings at the moment, but AEW are winning in that very important 18 to 49 like demographic. So, yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. That certainly suggests, or at least I hope, there are some surprises in store from AEW. I'm wondering if we might see a villain at some point. I'm wondering if Marty Scurll might make an appearance at some point. Because it kind of feels like they need something on that level. But they could be saving it. Let's have a look and see what NXT has got in store. And then I will, of course, have a chat with everyone that's in the chat. So we've got Rhea Ripley, who is looking for payback against Dakota Kai. We've got that tonight. How will Adam Cole respond to Finn Balor's attack? So they're teasing something between those two. Can Leo Rush and Angel Garza be kept apart? That's another one. Oh, look at that. That's nice. I'm into that. Kushida returns tonight. Big fan of Kushida. Love Kushida. So Kushida returns tonight after several weeks on the shelf. In fact, I don't even think Kushida has been a part of the Wednesday Night War so far, so it's going to be very interesting him coming back. I'm guessing they're going to ease him back in. I don't think they're going to give him like a major opponent. But yeah, plenty going on with NXT, so I would say the early intrigue for me is with NXT, and I'm completely unbiased. If I honestly thought AEW looked like it had the better card, then I would say that it looked like it's got the better card. But honestly, for me, looks like NXT at the moment. Right, let's go down the chat a little bit and speak to our friends. I feel like all of them make me want to watch. That's a fair point. Shout out to Casey Gaming. Days, it's the WWE Fantasy Booker, and I'm going to start a pick feed in 2020. Have fun, dude. Days, did you get a new camera? Nope, no new camera. This is the same camera that we've always used. It does feel a little bit different, though, doesn't it? I wonder why. I haven't changed any settings. I haven't changed the camera. Haven't changed any lighting. Everything is exactly the same as it always is. But yeah, I don't know why. I feel high def. I feel like I'm in high def, which I've said before. This face was built for high def. Yeah, this is why high def was brought in, was for this face right here. So, yeah, I'm just pleased that the camera is finally now starting to deliver on its potential. You know what I mean? It's been Chad Gable for too long, but all of a sudden now it's stepping up. It's becoming Shorty G. It's gone to Shorty G. It's gone to that next level. So big shout out to the camera. Who the heck is Kushida? Massive superstar from New Japan. And a real fantastic wrestler. I mean, he's got the aerial ability, but he's kind of an all-rounder, really. I mean, he can do the aerial stuff, but also he's got great psychology in there. It's kind of a little bit like mixing, I don't want to say Ricochet because he's not on Ricochet's level when it comes to agility, but he is very good in the air. He's very comfortable in the air, but he's got really good psychology like Pete Dunne as well. He's kind of a bit of a mash of a few different styles, and he really is a very exciting wrestler. I can tell you, out of New Japan, all of New Japan, I've read a lot of reports that Triple H, who obviously keeps an eye on New Japan and sees what they're doing, Kushida was the one he wanted. Out of everyone he saw, it was Kushida that he wanted to bring into NXT, and he went and he got him. Simple as that. Went out, put the money down, got the man he wanted, and yeah, he was doing all right. We were getting some decent matches, but then he got injured, so we haven't seen him for a while. So really excited for him to come back tonight. So if you've not seen him before, hopefully you're going to be impressed. And it's worth noting, he loves Back to the Future, okay? So that might explain a few things. Days of, do you have superpowers? If you did, what would it be? If I had superpower, I'd love the ability to be able to sit through any Raw and enjoy it. That would be my main superpower. Like, even what they gave us on Monday, the ability to sit here, watch it, and go, yeah, I see what they're doing here. I see what they're doing. Yeah. No, it's all right. No, I really enjoyed that. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, I absolutely did not waste 3 hours of my life there. Absolutely amazing. So that would be the superpower that would really help me out the most at the moment. In all fairness, it's only Raw. Like, SmackDown, I think, is very good. I'm really excited for this week's SmackDown. I mean, who isn't? We're going to see what the new Daniel Bryan looks like. And I was going to do a video on the subject. I might still do it tomorrow. Kind of talking about what we might see on Friday. So, obviously, we know that the hair's been pulled out. A lot of people think that hair could be used as a puppet in the Funhouse. We also don't know, is it the hair off the head, the hair off the beard? Both. We don't know. Is Daniel going to be in the Funhouse? We don't know. So there's so many questions. I don't have any answers, by the way. But yeah, I think it's always fun to talk about because we might unearth a few little clues or, you know, piece the things together and kind of come up with our own answers or whatever. So I am still tempted to do that, but I'm very, very excited to see what they come up with. To be honest, I honestly think that it's going to be a case that Daniel goes back to the Daniel that we saw from NXT. I think we're going to go back. Maybe he'll come out with the kind of American Dragon attire again. That's what his gimmick was before WWE. He was known as the American Dragon. In fact, his actual name, this still surprises people, is Daniel Bryanson. So they obviously switched it round for his WWE name. So yeah, I don't think they'll go that far back. I don't think they'll go back to using a different name. I think he'll still be Daniel Bryan instead of Bryan Danielson. But I'm very intrigued to see what he looks like. I think he'll look like NXT Daniel Bryan. I think he'll have a new like fire in him, and I think he'll be probably still embracing the yes chant and everything. But the thing is, and this is what I keep getting stuck on, right? So we see him on Friday. His American Dragon. Loads of excitement, yeah? Because people are going to love it. It's a refresh. He's been a heel for a long time. He's back to being a face. Hopefully he's still doing the yes chant. All of this kind of stuff, yeah? So he's gone back to American Dragon, but he's taken the yes with him. So all good stuff. And then he loses at TLC? Because surely he's not winning. Surely they're not putting the belt on him. No, I mean, like, the Fiend can't lose the title now. Like, why would we want the Fiend to lose the title at TLC? I absolutely do not. So, I don't want to see the Fiend losing to Daniel Bryan. I've got no issue with Daniel Bryan. I want Daniel Bryan to be a champion again. But not right now. This is the Fiend's time. So, I can't understand. They're kind of like resetting Daniel to then have him lose. Unless Daniel wins by count out or DQ or something. I don't know. Unless someone else gets involved. Unless someone else like The Miz gets involved. I don't know. I feel like the only way out of this is if someone costs Daniel the match. That's how I would get out of this. Reset Daniel, take him back to American Dragon, and get someone interfering. Someone like maybe Sheamus? Could you imagine Sheamus coming down out of nowhere? Brogue kicking Daniel Bryan, and then we get a Daniel Bryan Sheamus program. That might be interesting. That might be very, very interesting. Daniel Bryan is going to be new. Bryan is going to make him champ, have his reign. Strange theory, but possible. Days, how do you... man, the chat is moving so fast. I'm like reading comments and they're disappearing. We've got Jay Shy. Jay Shy is here. Shout out to our good friend Jay Shy. Days, what if Bray creates his own world and puts the title on Daniel and makes him brand new, better than ever, and then controls him with a puppet and controls the people who did him wrong? Strange theory. Okay, there's a lot to break down there, Jay Shy, and there's a few things I really like. I really like the idea that the Fiend has won the title, doesn't want it now. He took the title off Seth. He took something that Seth loved away from Seth, but now he's got it and he's not that bothered, right? So I like the idea that the Fiend somehow gives it to Daniel. I think people would be upset if the Fiend got into the ring and just lay down and was like, come on then. Come on, big boy. Come and pin me. I don't think people would take to that very kindly. So I don't know how he would gift the title to Daniel that would be done in a satisfactory way. I don't know is the answer. But I do like the idea of the Fiend going, okay, I've taken this from Seth. I don't need it now. And so, yeah, passes it on to Daniel. I would, in a strange way, I would actually be all right with that. Because that's the Fiend's choice. The Fiend is deciding to give it and pass it on because it's no good to him. And the Fiend's work is done. He's turned Balor heel, Seth heel, Daniel Bryan face. So, in a way, he's done his work. So, I haven't got an issue with that. I just don't know how you actually execute it without people kicking off. In regards to him controlling Daniel, not sure. I think for people to support Daniel, he's got to be standing on his own 2 feet. I mean, you could support Daniel and hope that he turns on the Fiend at some point, but that would then mean revisiting this feud, and I don't think you'd want to do that. I honestly think like it should be done after this. Whatever happens going forward, the Fiend and Daniel are done. So I don't think I'd have him control him, but I really love the idea of him giving him the belt. I just don't know how you execute it. So thank you very much, Jay Shy. Really appreciate it. I had to move on to the next super chat because I saw someone else had put one just after, and it's Jay Shy again. Jay Shy. Jay Shy again, dropping another super chat. Absolutely wants to dominate this stream. And I've got no issue with that. No issue at all. Jay Shy again says he could allow Daniel to reign under him. Yeah, I'm into that idea. I like the idea of him giving it Daniel and, as you said, allowing him to be the champion, basically. I still feel like that would cast a shadow over Daniel. I do feel like Daniel needs to be able to stand on his own 2 feet. If they were going to do a program, if they were going to do some long-term booking, and I've got no confidence that they will, but if they were to do some long-term booking and they were to go in that direction and they put the title on Daniel, they have the Fiend as like this dark overlord that's allowing Daniel to be champion, I would definitely want in a year's time Daniel to go, right, it's time now. Bray, I'm not living in your shadow any longer, or whatever it might be, and give us that blow-off match. And I think Daniel should win that match. I think Daniel would need to step out of the Fiend's shadow. If you go in the direction you're talking about, then there's going to be a big shadow over Daniel Bryan. I do love it. It's something that I hadn't considered, so I am very much into that idea. People saying a little bit of lag. We got a little bit of lag. Oh, I'm loving a bit of lag. Let's have a look and see. Has the lag come for me? But it has. I bet it has. Been a while since we sent out a good old friend, isn't it? Been a little while. Hello, Jody. I just saw you on my phone. I will get to you in a second. Let's see what's happening with the Lagosaurus. All right, let's pause, play. Okay, that looks all right to me. And there I am, look, just chatting away. We've got Daysception right now. This is Daysception. We got Days inside a day stream. I tell you what, this looks good, you know. This looks really good. If I wasn't actually doing this, I would definitely be watching this. And the camera does look lots better as well. Maybe I need to start moving the stream around, because whenever I go on, I always forget that it now puts the comments on the thing for you, doesn't it? So, like, you have to get rid of it. I don't know how you get rid of it. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, all of that to one side. Looks like the lag is fine. In regards to Jody, let me go back to Jody's point. Jay Shy, thank you so much. I don't know if it lagged whilst I was talking there. Basically, I was agreeing with a lot of what you were saying. But the only thing I said was if he was controlling Daniel, it would cast a big shadow. I don't know how they would book that satisfactorily. So there would have to maybe be a match at some point next year. Jody says, Days! I mean, in all fairness, she only said it once, but I've added a couple. A plush Huskus? What? Plush Huskus? Oh my God! What is going on? What is going on? Plush Huskus? Plush Huskus? Let's go over to WWE shop. We got some breaking news from Jody Gelly. Jody Gelly is saying there's a plush Huskus. Bray Wyatt custom. I don't want the custom title. How much is it actually? Is it still 6.5? Yeah, it is. Right, let's go back to where is. Come on, Husky baby. Where are you? Where come to daddy? This is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting my whole life for this, and I was only introduced to Huskus in like May. Oh my God! Right, bye. Bye. I don't know what that is. NSYNC? I don't know. Let me go back over. Is it on Euroshop? If I get it from WWE shop, then I'm going to have to wait a little while. Let's go to Euroshop. We're buying it now. I'm buying this live on stream. Let's go to Euroshop. Have you got Huskus? No, it's in Euroshop as well. It's in Euroshop. The boyhood dream has come true. The boyhood dream has come true. Where is it? Right, bye. Gotta buy the Huskus. Gonna buy the Huskus. Don't know what I'm singing. I've lost it for a second. Go to Bray Wyatt. Here we go. We're gonna buy the Huskus. Right, Huskus the pig boy. Add to bag. £31. It's an absolute bargain. I'd take 7. Add it to bag. Go up to the top. Here we go. Continue to check out. £4. £4 delivery. Jesus, I only live down the road. Wrestling day. Talk amongst yourselves. WrestlingDays@gmail.com. Give me my Huskus now. I want my Huskus. Huskus. Give me my Huskus. I love you. Huskus. Proceed to billing. Well, what's wrong with you? Why is this required? I've given you that information. What else do you want from me? I've filled all that in. Proceed to billing? Come on. Oh, hang on. Region. I don't know. Where do I live? Let's have a look. I live close to Telford. Have you got Telford? Yeah, that'll do. Telford. Proceed to billing, baby! Bum. I am buying Huskus. Dun. Oh my God, it wants all credit card details. Well, I mean, that's not the biggest surprise in the world, is it? Right, where's the card details? Where's the card details? Where's my card? Literally, where is my card? Okay, here we go. Gonna buy a Huskus. Huskus. Still talk amongst yourselves. Talk about Daniel Bryan or something. You're watching the Wrestling Days live stream. I'm afraid Days is not available at the moment, but he will be back in a second. Because he's buying a Huskus, baby! Lots of numbers. I don't know if they're right. Neither do I care. 'Cause they're just numbers. Okay, here we go. Come on! Place order! I consent to the terms, baby! I consent to the terms! Yes! Boom! Purchased! He's on his way! He's on his way! Is he here yet? Is he here? When does he turn up? Now we wait. Oh, man. Thank you, Jody. Really appreciate the news on that. I had no idea. So, yeah, really cool. Really, really cool. Let me go back and show you. It has legit been purchased. In fact, there you can see it now says your shopping cart is empty. Because I just bought one, baby. Let me go over and show you what he looks like. So I don't know if I showed him long enough. Oh my God, he's amazing. He is everything. This is it. This has made my Christmas. It's made my Christmas. If there's one thing I wanted for Christmas, it's this guy right here. There he is. Look at that. Look at that. No idea how big he is. Probably about 7 foot. I don't know. But, yeah, amazing. It's got a little Wyatt Gym t-shirt on as well. That is very, very cool. Might need to add a little bit of chocolate around the mouth. There we go. But, I mean, not the cheapest toy I've ever purchased. Like £31 and £4 postage. I mean, that's from Euroshop. I'm in the same country as that place. Shouldn't postage be like, you know, free, Vince? I mean, I know you love your money and everything, but come on, Vincey, baby. Come on, Vincey. Days, imagine there's a knock at the door and then Huskus is just sitting there. Oh, that'd be amazing. That would be amazing. That honestly is something that I mean, like, it's something that I've really genuinely wanted. I haven't bought the other ones. I really should, but I haven't got around to buying the other ones. I don't hate the other ones. Think the other puppets look awesome. I love the Devil Vince and everything. But the one I wanted was Huskus. I'm a big, big Huskus fan. Jody says, you're welcome. I expect Twitter credit. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. If I go on to... I wonder if it's on WWE Shop. If I go on to WWE Shop. I wonder if it's... if they've posted it on there. Have I had my email? I think an email's just come through. Is it from... There it is, look! There it is! Can you see right there? There we go. The official Euroshop email has pinged through. How much? £3 to US dollars. You always add just a little bit, so I would say £30 is probably about $37, something like that. You always chuck a little bit on between pounds and dollars. So, like, if a computer game is, I don't know, £50 here, then I'm guessing it's going to be about $62 or real rough ballpark, you know. Cephas is here, our good friend Cephas79. Let's go up to Cephas. Cephas, did you see the news? Did you see the news, Cephas? Huskus, baby. What have you done, Days? What do you mean? You've let him in? Sleep with one eye open. Dudes, I don't care. If the end result is that I get a soft, cuddly Huskus the pig boy, yeah, then I don't care if I've let him in. I'll let him in repeatedly. Because good things have happened today. Good things. You have been witness to good, positive things. Hello, Suki Streams. Days, I have the Kevin the Carrot book. Amazing. I didn't even know they did a book. $35 in the US. That sounds about right. Shout out to Casey Gaming. If Morrison debuts on NXT tonight, I'll pop. He's announced to be on... What's he announced to be on? He's announced to be on the bump, isn't he? So he's going to be on the bump. I don't know when the bump is. Is it next week? But he's on the bump. So I'm not sure you're going to see him tonight, to be honest. WWE Shop. Do you know what? They haven't even put it on WWE Shop's Twitter. Why have they not put it on there? This is like the biggest thing they've ever sold. They have never sold anything as amazing as a soft, cuddly Huskus the Pig Boy. Yet, for some reason, they're keeping this information to themselves. Madness. Madness. Logan McCall, shout out to you, my friend. Hope you are well. People saying a little bit of lag again. We got a little bit of lagly. Why have we got a little bit of lagly? Where's all this lag coming from? Hey, where's all this lag coming from? Let me close down a couple of programs that I've got open on my computer, and we'll see if that makes a difference. Might be a little bit wobbly whilst I do this. Yeah, might be like me after Christmas dinner. But let me shut some of these things down. Oh, hello, it won't let me shut that down. Oh, hello, we might have stumbled across an issue. An ish. This might be a little bit wobbly, but if it does make the stream a bit more reliable, then it's definitely worth just taking a little bit of pain in the short term. I want to end task for that, please. Thank you. Thank you, computer. Thank you. Very kind. Did you hear, computer, about the Huskers? There we go. Probably doesn't make any difference whatsoever. OMG! Those greens. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? OMG, those greens. What does that mean? Let me know what that means. I'm intrigued by that name. Are you a big fan of vegetables? Are you not a fan of vegetables? Is there a sports team that are known as the Greens? Are you a fan of money? That's known as Greens, isn't it? Got the Greens in America. Our money isn't green, so we don't call it the Greens. But are you talking about the Greens? Or are you talking about the Greens? I need to know. Let's see what Vegetable Money Man is saying. Let's go down to Marty Scurll tonight. He's a free agent. I mean, honestly, I think there's a real chance. We did say at the start of the stream, pre-Huskus excitement, that it was very possible that he might make an appearance tonight, because I think the lineup looks a bit dull for AEW. Just my opinion. I know there's people out there that are going to disagree, and I'm not throwing shade on AEW. I'm just saying that we've been spoiled in recent weeks with a lot of title matches, a lot of Chris Jericho matches, a lot of Kenny Omega. Kind of looking at the card tonight, and it's like, you got tag teams in singles matches and things like this. Like, I'm sure the action's going to be great. No doubt about that. But, I don't know, there's something about it. It just doesn't look... I don't know. So, maybe they've got a Marty Scurll-shaped person in mind. And that Marty Scurll-shaped person is Marty Scurll. OMG, those greens says it's a name I got from NBA 2K. Okay. Well, I still don't understand. So it's basketball based. So it's not vegetables. We've established that. We don't think it's money. There's a lot of money in basketball. Maybe Boston Celtics. This is me now using my very extensive NBA knowledge. And I'm thinking, name a team that wears green. Boston Celtics. Yeah. So I'm going to say it's got a connection to the Boston Celtics. Dean Winchester says, breaking news. But he does not tell us what that news actually is. We need a Huskus Halloween costume. We do. We absolutely do. Days, the timers for AEW and NXT have stopped. They have. You are absolutely right. I don't know why. Because if I go to the website, it comes back. Days, ask Mama Days to give you the Fiend Championship for Christmas. Injustice Jones, I do not have the greens in order, nor does Mama Days, in order to be spending £6,500 or dollars. I think it's about £5,000 on a championship belt. I mean, I just bought a Huskus. You were witness to that. It's cost me £34. I would buy it again. No regrets. Hashtag no regrets. But even that upsets me. Yeah, even that upsets me, spending that kind of money. So, £35 is enough to make me go, oh. But then I just think about what it was spent on and I go, totally worth it. But I don't know if I would say that for the belt, because you know there's going to be a cheaper replica that's going to come out eventually that'll be $500, something along those lines. And plus also, he might lose the title soon. This might be a title he only holds for like a month. He could lose it at TLC. I mean, it's still going to be a cool looking item though. But still, I do not have that kind of money. Nathan says, breaking news, NXT sucks. Chalmers says, as an AEW fan, they need to make their debut bigger. Oh, what, the Marty Scurll debut? Yeah, I suppose. Husker's toy is next to the Bray head lantern on WWE Shop. Is this a sign? It's a sign that it's going to sell out. That's the sign. It's a sign that people are going to want it. Orange Cassidy can speed it up when he needs to. His independent wrestling matches have showcased it, as well as his comedy aspect. I love Orange Cassidy. I do think that he's very misunderstood. I do listen to the Jim Cornette podcast, and it's not something that I listened to for a long time, but I've been listening kind of around the start of NWA Power, maybe a little bit before, because he really goes into the history. I love the history of wrestling. We've touched on this, and a lot of wrestling podcasts don't really talk about the past so much. You know, if you listen to like Wrestling Observer and things like that, they're talking about what's happening on this week, these shows. I kind of don't feel like I need to be told about what's happening at the moment, because I watch the shows and we talk about it. I don't need to sit down and listen to someone explaining it to me. But Jim Cornette, like, he goes back and talks about like old school wrestling and helps fill in some like knowledge gaps that I've got. And I know he's controversial, blah 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 blah. But yeah, I really do enjoy listening to the history of wrestling. But he absolutely hates Orange Cassidy. He absolutely hates him. And I couldn't disagree more. I think he's absolutely brilliant. I think he's really clever. I think what's very clever is I wouldn't like Orange Cassidy if he got into the ring, was kicking his opponents, and the opponents were actually selling it. So, you know those little soft kicks that he does, or the slight shoulder charge? If he was to do a slight shoulder charge and they would fly backwards, I wouldn't be into that. Or if he was to get into the ring and do his soft little kick and they were to like really sell that they'd been hurt, I wouldn't like that either, because it's not realistic. But they don't do that. Like, he gets in there and he'll shoulder charge them, yeah, just like and they'll just stand there looking confused, and then they'll end up like beating him up, and he gets beaten up. So you can look at him and go, he's an idiot. Why is he doing this? Which is absolutely fine. But I don't think he's bringing on the death of wrestling, because he's going in there and just do you know what I mean? Just can't be bothered, really. It's like, he's getting paid. He's got a job. You know, he turns up. He's a bit like, yeah. Do you know what I mean? And he ends up getting beaten up because of it. But you're absolutely right. When he's got to work, he can work. That's part of his genius, is the fact that he's actually a very good wrestler. He can actually put on very good matches. And I feel like you will see that eventually. So I am a big fan of Orange Cassidy. We haven't even started scratching the surface with Orange Cassidy yet. I mean, what they're doing with him already is getting people buzzing. Just having him standing in like random places. But there's so much more. So much more. OMG, those greens says, I wonder when we will see the match beyond in AEW. Well, I mean, look, they're burning through a lot of matches. I think it was Cornette. I mean, Cornette's not a fan of AEW. And he was saying, like, the amount of, like, Extreme Rules, hardcore matches that we've had already. You know, back in the day, that used to be the end of a feud. Whereas now it's kind of seen as the start in many ways. I think, didn't we see one between that Nakazawa and... what was his name? The guy from the gaming convention? They did it at... Was it Fyter Fest? That was like a hardcore match that had weapons and stuff. And then, of course, Omega and Moxley. Joey Janela and Omega as well. So we've kind of seen a few already. And like, do you know what I mean? The company's only about 5 months old. We've only had like, what is this? Episode 10? I didn't even realise it had been that many. But episode 10 of AEW Dynamite tonight. So yeah, they really are kind of getting through a lot of matches. So I think you're going to see a lot of crazy stipulation matches because they're going to be blowing through them quite quick. But look, they're a new company that are trying to establish themselves. I think they've done excellent with the roster that they've got and the impact that they've made and social media and the way they use it. And, you know, a lot of the shows, I mean, in all fairness, I don't think there's been like a bad show. I don't think AEW have put on a bad show at all. I think they're very, very good promotion that do very well with what they've got. Their problem is they're up against, you know, a company that's seemingly got endless resources. So we'll have to see. What's your favourite NXT moment of all time? I think we've covered that in the past. Dean Winchester, we spoke a lot about NXT Brooklyn. Breaking news. Got news this morning. You'll be the first to know. My wife is pregnant with our second child. Any name suggestions? That's amazing. Undeniable heel. Well done, buddy. Yeah, absolutely. I think in honor of this stream, you have to call that child Huskus, the pig child. That you have to. I mean, it's the biggest thing that happened on the stream so far. So, well done. Undeniable heel. Many congratulations on second child. Huskus, the pig child. Yeah! Amazing. Amazing. No, joking, of course. I don't know. Get your suggestions in. What can Undeniable heel call his second child? I will leave that up to you. What's your favourite pay-per-view? I love how you've spelt pay-per-view as well. Love it. I would probably have to say Rumble, man. I love the Rumble. Although the only problem is the legends are kind of like fading away now, aren't they? We've kind of used a lot of the legends. In recent years, they've leaned more, or lent more, I should say, on NXT. But I'm expecting NXT to be a part of it now, so I don't know if it's going to be as big a surprise if you see Keith Lee coming down, or if you see Tommaso Ciampa coming down, or do you know what I mean? Like, Royal Rumbles in the past, it was always exciting because this was like, oh my God, can you believe this? Pete Dunne is going to be in the ring with like Seth Rollins, whereas we've just had a whole Survivor Series of it. And we've just had invasions and stuff like this, so I don't think it's going to carry the same impact. So I really feel like for the Royal Rumble, and this Royal Rumble in particular, they need returns and surprises. And they can't rely on NXT. They could maybe chuck in some NXT UK, but there's not many people that are going to know those guys. Certainly not like the casual fans. You've got to be really into the product to know about Dave Mastiff, you know, who I would love to see in the Rumble. Dave Mastiff. If that clock counted down and down came Big Bomber Dave Mastiff, that would be amazing. Yeah, I'd love to see Mastiff in the Rumble. Punk. I think Punk. That's the perfect time to bring him back. So I'd be looking at Punk. I'd love to see Dave Mastiff. I'd love to see Kushida. Because Kushida's obviously just missed out on Survivor Series. So Kushida coming down and being in the Rumble. Like, imagine Kushida face to face with AJ Styles, and Kushida face to face with Nakamura and Daniel Bryan, and it'd be amazing. So there's 3 names that I would absolutely love to see. And then, like, you can kind of go back and look at some legends as well. It's always good to see, you know, some names from the past. But as I said, they're kind of starting to fade away a little bit now. That I honestly don't know who you'd bring in. Logan McCall. Who will win the Rumble? Well, the favorite at the moment is Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is the favorite. Because the people are saying it's going to be Roman versus The Fiend. So I've got to say Roman at the moment. I've got to lean towards Roman. But I think if Punk's in it, then Punk would probably win it. So Punk could win it and then challenge the either NXT champion, which I don't think he would do, or WWE champ. Could be Punk Lesnar. Punk versus Lesnar would be amazing. Do you imagine that? Roman versus The Fiend, Ronda versus Becky, Sasha versus Bayley, Punk versus Brock. I would go on record as to say that is the best ever WrestleMania lineup if they go in that direction. Rumble should be 10 NXT, 10 Raw, 10 SmackDown, and Legends. No more than 30. Move it up to a 40-man Rumble. I'm sure CM Punk will get his main event match this year or next year. Days, what is your favourite Triple H match of all time? It's got to be Triple H Undertaker. Those matches at WrestleMania were stunning. I think Triple H Undertaker probably. I don't know whether the first one at 27 or the second one at 28 was better. I feel like 28. It was interesting because the Undertaker actually said that at the end of WrestleMania 28. Which was called the end of an era match. He really thought he was walking away for good. He really thought that was it. So I'd have to say that. What with Michaels being the guest ref and the drama of it all, incredible. One of the best matches of all time. Joaquin is here. Hello, my friend. How are you, buddy? Joaquin says, Days. Make a fantasy fatal 4-way. A fantasy fatal 4-way. Well, that's really difficult. That's really difficult because there's so many different ways that you can go. You know, I gotta be honest. I would just fill it full of great wrestlers. I think you could really fill it full of high flyers. You know, you could do Ricochet, Rey Mysterio, Humberto Carrillo. Do you know what I mean? You could go that way, or you could fill it full of legends. I think if I was to do it, I would look at who are the best wrestlers, who's going to give me the best match. So I would go Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole. Let's do that. Past, present, all of them are top of the class. Do you know what I mean? Like, arguably the best wrestler at the moment is Adam Cole. Tommaso's got a shout as well. I would say Shorty G, but I just don't want to use the name. But yeah, I think Adam Cole is doing some fantastic work. I think Seth has dipped off this year. I think Seth Rollins would have been in that match before, but maybe not so much now. But I think Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, I just think is the best wrestler. There's an argument for Daniel Bryan, but I think he's kind of, I don't know, he's not creating the great matches that we saw like 5-6 years ago. I do think he's had to change his style a little bit, and it is taking just something away from his matches. Like, for me, he hasn't had a 5-star match. He hasn't even had like a 4.5-star match. I thought his match against Kofi was excellent. I'd give it like a 4-star out of 5. Whereas the Daniel Bryan of old, 5-star match. Do you know what I mean? So I kind of feel like Daniel Bryan would have been in the conversation. But, I mean, look, maybe the best of all time, Bret Hart. I don't think there was anyone that had better big matches than Shawn Michaels, Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole. I'd have to go that way. But I would be quite open for changing some of those. If I'm sure there'd be people that would be arguing to have someone included. Let me know what yours would be. I can see Smith's Grove saying Io Shirai, Charlotte, Tessa, and Sasha. Definitely not naming my kid Kevin Cross. I mean, whose name would be Kevin Cross? Kevin Cross is a jobber's name. Kevin Cross. All right, Kevin Cross in the chat. Lol. When Morrison returns, will he team with The Miz? I don't think so. I mean, look, they might do something, but it's not how I would use him. I'm sure people would like to see it, so I've got no issue with it. But I would be using him in NXT. I would be putting Morrison down in NXT. I think I've said quite a few times he is like the wrestling fans' wrestler because he's competed in so many different promotions that wrestling fans obviously love him, you know. But yeah, I could see them doing a little something because obviously that team was so successful. And it was a big thing for both guys. So I could see them doing something along those lines. Right, we've been talking quite a bit, which is good considering that we are literally here to do that. We've obviously not had chance to set the stream up on Twitter, so I'm just going to take a minute to do that whilst continuing to try and talk and preview the shows tonight. As I said, for me, for those of you that are just joining, because I can see there's people joining all the time, for me, I think NXT looks like it's got the slightly better looking card tonight. But you know that AEW always do a good job of pulling it out of the bag. So we're going to have to wait and see. Adam Cole to address Finn Balor? Question mark? Elite versus Inner Circle is going to be the main event on AEW. Oh, hope we get another one of those dark. What are they called? I can't remember what they're called. Dark Order. You know, the Dark Order promos on AEW. I love those. I hope we get another one of those. I think they're very, very interesting. Plus Rhea Ripley and Kushida and Lucha Bros and much more. That'll do. And much more. Boom. Joe Mikulacek, hello, buddy. How are you, mate? Hey, Days, any matches announced for TLC yet? Well, I don't know if they've been announced, but Roman versus King Corbin, Bobby Lashley versus Rusev, Fiend versus Daniel Bryan, and other matches, which I honestly don't think I know. So those are the three that I've heard so far. Should be all right. Should be an all right card. I mean, not the best card in the world. December normally isn't the best month in the world. But yeah, I'm still intrigued to see what they can do. Okay, I think we're done. Baby. AEW on TNT. Boom. Tweeted. Dark Order advert. Yes, I'm really intrigued by it. We got 5 minutes, friends. We have got 5 minutes. What is your age and gender? Personal. I haven't you my gender. Haven't even decided it yet. Bray Wyatt is angry at Vince for forcing him to lose the Universal Championship to Roman Reigns. Well, we don't know if that's going to happen. Don't know. I mean, personally, I hope it doesn't. I want him to continue being champion. So we're going to have to wait and see. British people are mean. Are we? Probably. Hey, Days, how are you? Monica King, hello, my friend. Yes, I am good. I'm very good, thank you. We're getting towards the final few minutes. You can see we've got just over 3 minutes until the shows are about to begin. This is, for me, the most hectic part of my week, is sitting here and trying to discuss what's happening on 2 shows at the same time. So having to mentally prepare myself for the next couple of hours. But I am excited. Wednesdays never disappoint when it comes to the wrestling. So, yeah, should be very, very eventful. So, yeah, just over 3 minutes to go. Daze, what is your favourite dream match of all time? Undertaker versus Sting. Evan Harris, shout out to you, buddy. Daze, I made a live stream championship on Twitter that I've tagged you in. Okay. I mean, look, I've said before, Evan, I cannot control what happens in the chat. So if live stream championship things happen in the chat, they happen in the chat. And there's not much I can do about it. The wheel and the live stream championship definitely on hold until 2020. That's when these new rules come into effect. It's going to take a week or two for us to really see the impact, really see what's happening, see how many YouTube channels they go after, what they go after them for, what's being flagged, what kind of communication is being sent out by YouTube. There's a lot of moving parts to this, is the bottom line. Obviously, it's something we've spoken about before, something that is affecting all of YouTube. And I get a few people asking me, when's the wheel coming back? When's the championship coming back? And all stuff like that. You know, or hopefully you know, it's something that I'm passionate about. It's something that we've always done. It's something that I've always enjoyed. It's something that I desperately want to bring back. I think it's something that people want, and I want to give people what they want. But until we know how YouTube is going to treat that, how YouTube are going to react to that, then it's just on hold. It's just on hold. So another month, 4 weeks or so, and then we'll see how the land lies. But what I would say to Evan is, if you want to do championships in the chat, I'm not going to stop you, buddy. And they certainly will be officially recognized by me, as always. Right, we are, literally not far away. I can tell you my PlayStation just turned itself off because it's got an annoying automatic turn off, which I need to turn off. The automatic turn off because... you have to press a button, otherwise it goes to sleep. And it just went to sleep. But thankfully, the show hadn't started. Days is Fox. I don't even know what that means. You should just do NXT. I don't know. AEW is a decent show. I really enjoy Jericho's promos. I'm a fan of Orange Cassidy. I think the Pac is a fantastic wrestler. I think Kenny Omega has got potential to be the best wrestler. But for me, he hasn't quite shown it yet. I think Cody has been putting on great matches. There's definitely some really positive stuff. I'd say the women's division is weak. I think their tag division is excellent. I think that I don't like the hardcore matches. I don't mind hardcore matches. I'm not a fan of their hardcore matches. So they've got weaknesses for me, but they've got a lot of strengths as well. So I wouldn't want to stop watching AEW. I'd kind of feel like I was out of the conversation, if I did. Right, we are going over to AEW. Big cheers. You can see a very passionate crowd this evening. Turn it up. Are we starting with Young Bucks? Yeah, we are. Super Kick Party! Young Bucks on the way. So is this going to be the... Wow, I thought this was the main event. We're starting with the 6-man tag match. Okay. So this is going to be Dustin Rhodes and the Young Bucks versus Sammy Guevara and the Titos. They're not called what are they called? Proud and Powerful? Is it Proud and Powerful? Proud and Powerful. Go with that. Might not be their name. I don't know. Jay Shy. Fiend losing to Roman. equals Fiend's purpose has failed. Yeah, I wouldn't want to see that happen. Right, looks like we're about to go over to NXT. Why is that froze? For some reason my AEW stream has frozen. Let it go, let it go. Dustin Rhodes has made his way down. There we go. Okay, now NXT is starting. So, does the entrance ramp go all the way to the ring? It does. We've got another one of them. We've got another one where the entrance ramp goes right to the ring. I didn't think they would do that anymore following Cody's injury. Right, NXT is about to begin, and as we said, we're already underway with AEW, where we've got Dustin Rhodes and the Young Bucks versus Sammy Guevara and Proud and Powerful, I think they're called. I call them the Titos, because you've got Santana and Ortiz. Dane versus Dunn. What, is that our first match? What show should I keep my eyes on tonight? Well, I think NXT's got the stronger lineup, but AEW tend to do very well with what they've got, so can't always read into it, you know? It seems like people are well ahead of me. If you already know that the first match is Dunn versus... I'm not even there yet. But then I am having to watch it on a dodgy stream. Are the Titos Tito Santana's kids? In my mind, yes. In my mind, yes. Here they come. They're on the way out. And I think Mauro Ranallo is back on NXT, which is noteworthy. There he is, look. There's Millhouse. Aww. Welcome back, Mauro, you little legend. So, few empty seats in the AEW arena, but a decent-looking crowd. It is Killian Dane. Killian Dane in the ring. Days, I think both shows are going to be great tonight. I agree, Eric. Eric Haberman, shout out to you. Oh, yeah, look at Dustin Rhodes. Dustin Rhodes is wearing ring attire similar to the Young Bucks. It is Pete Dunne. Wow, you guys are so far ahead of me when it comes to NXT. My NXT stream is really behind. Really behind. So we're starting with Pete Dunne and Killian Dane on NXT. The Bruiserweights. So Pete Dunne, I believe, has moved to Florida with his family. And straight in and throwing shots at Killian Dane. I'm going to see if one of the other streams is a little bit better. So we're underway with both matches right now. I can tell you that it is all in a circle at the moment on AEW. Rid of that. Young Bucks fighting back though. Young Bucks standing tall. This is a nightmare, trying to get a stream that works. Okay, so Young Bucks standing tall on AEW. Literally just them three in the ring. To the outside. Nice. Is that Matt? Matt Jackson to the outside. Days, did you hear what happened to the ref Jessica Carr? She got promoted to SmackDown. I did. Her video actually of her saying goodbye did very, very well on YouTube. Got like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views. Okay, I'm not going to mess around with it because I just messed around with it and I lost the NXT stream. But we are underway with Pete Dunne and Killian Dane. Pete Dunne to the outside. KJ Carter, thank you very much for the donation, my friend. Really appreciate it, buddy. We are well underway with both shows. And we've got Pete Dunne on the outside. He's climbing up top. We've got a nice dragon suplex by Matt Jackson on Sammy Guevara. Keeps bridging over. Lovely stuff. Pete Dunne down on NXT. Should be a great match between Pete Dunne and Killian Dane. Obviously, there's a bit of a history between these two. But yeah, Pete Dunne kind of coming out and answering the challenge of Killian Dane. Into the corner goes one of the Young Bucks on AEW. Inner Circle working really well as a team. Thanks very much, MTAS. Hope you are well. Maybe retry refreshing the NXT stream during commercial break. Wouldn't want the chat spoiling anything. To be honest, I don't think there's a way of me really catching up. I mean, I'm having to watch it through the internet, through channels that are questionable, because we just don't have the USA Network in the UK. It's as simple as that. If I didn't watch it this way, I couldn't watch it at all. So, I have to just rely on this stream on the internet, and unfortunately, it looks like there is a slight delay on it. But it doesn't matter. I can still give you my thoughts on stuff, and I'd rather be behind than ahead, because at least that way, I'm not spoiling anything for you guys. But on AEW, I should be pretty much in line with you guys that are watching it on TNT. I'm watching it through the Fight app. And we've got the Inner Circle doing a vertical suplex at the moment. It's absolutely brilliant. They're just passing, I think it's Matt Jackson around. They're just keeping him in the air. He's been up in the air now for a good minute or so. And he finally gets back down. Super kick from Matt Jackson onto Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara folds over like a pancake. Crowd are on their feet, really enjoying the action on AEW. This is a good way to start the show. Dustin Rhodes in the ring. And we're still underway in this match on NXT. It's a very hard-hitting match between Killian Dane and Peter. Killian Dane in control, going for the pin and only getting a 2 count. Days, watching the stream on my phone whilst I watch Elf on TV. Oh, mate, you've definitely got it sussed. Definitely got it sussed. I'd be watching Elf as well. Obviously, it's December now. We're well into December, aren't we? So, you guys getting all of them Christmas films? Dustin Rhodes is telling Sammy Guevara just to wait a second whilst he tries to catch his breath. He's like, whoo! Right, duck underneath. Beautiful suplex. He really showing a lot of wrestling ability, Dustin Rhodes, which he wasn't really allowed to do in WWE. He was kind of treated as like a joke character, wasn't he, towards the end? Beautiful crossbody as well from Dustin Rhodes. Such a shame to think about what he could have achieved throughout his career had he have been booked better. He was booked great in like the 90s. Oh! Oh my God. Is that like a code red? I think he just hit a code red. Like a Canadian destroyer type move from Dustin Rhodes, showing what a legend he is. Incredible. Incredible. Dustin Rhodes, the MVP of the night so far. Lovely suplex from Pete Dunne on NXT. Pete Dunne is in control in that match now. Killian Dane grabbing hold of Pete, trying to pull him down. out the ring, but Pete stomping on the hands of Killian, looking for a moonsault. Oh, looks like he's hurt his knee a little bit, grabbing hold of his knee there. Oh, and a suicide dive by Killian Dane. Sammy Guevara going for the cover on Dustin Rhodes, who kicks out at 2.9. We're going to commercial break on NXT, so that means we can focus now on AEW. I got to tell you, AEW, I think, has been the better match so far. I think Dustin Rhodes has been showing some fantastic skill. I do like Sammy Guevara as well. I think he's a great talent. Into the corner and no one there. Nice top rope enziguri from Nick Jackson into a double stomp. Goes over to the corner, takes out the Tito's, knee to the face. Big strike as well, running bulldog. Nick Jackson fired up right now. Crowd really into this action. For me, AEW, the better match so far. Into the corner goes Sammy Guevara. Nick Jackson calling him. Oh, that was good. That was really good. That was really good. Nick Jackson was like, come on. Sammy Guevara went after him, and out of nowhere, spear from the side by Matt Jackson. Young Bucks, so good. Going for the cover, 2. And in comes one of the Titos. I don't know which one is which. It's either Ortiz or Santana. Goes to the outside. Beautiful moonsault, but no one home. But Nick Jackson into a super kick, and down he goes. Oh, Sammy Guevara trying to flip to the outside. Some absolute madness going on. They are flying everywhere. It's as if they've glitched. And they're just bouncing all over the place at the moment. Big AEW chant. Isn't it funny how, like, people say AEW, yeah, rather than AEW. People say AEW. It's easier to chant. Nice stomp there by Sammy Guevara. 1, 2. Saved by Dustin Rhodes. Yeah, it's funny how people say AEW and people say ECW, but they don't say WWE, do they? We need to start saying WWE. You coming out tonight? No, I'm watching WWE. What the hell is WWE? Wrestling. I'm watching WWE Raw. Sammy Guevara has got his phone. I think he wants to really capture this moment. He's on the top. I don't know if he's streaming, filming, taking a selfie. He's talking to the camera. I'd love to see that footage. Here we go. Look. Oh! Went for sunset. Shooting star press and Young Bucks with super kicks. And now Dustin has got the phone. Triple super kick party to Sammy Guevara that was in the corner. If you are going to mess... Oh, that phone got thrown down. I hope it's all right. Referee retrieves it. Referee just throws it back down again. And they're going to look to do tombstones onto Sammy Guevara. Oh, they Meltzer drivers. 1, 2. There we go. Young Bucks and Dustin Rhodes with the victory. I like that. I like the fact that he was on his phone and it cost him the match. I really like that. Great work by Dustin Rhodes. A double Meltzer? Ah, the dream. 2 Meltzers. Lovely superplex by Pete Dunne. We are back with NXT. They were just at commercial for a little while. Nice tornado DDT. Pete Dunne stomping onto the hands of Killian Dane. Kick to the head as well. Goes for the cover. 2. Kick out by Killian. Really enjoyed that first match by AEW. Really did. They're at the State Farm Center. Don't know where that is. Looks nice. We've got Tony Schiavone, Jim Ross, and Excalibur. Pete Dunne looking for a moonsault to the outside. Lands on Killian Dane. AEW just telling us about some of the matches we're going to see tonight. We're going to see Christopher Daniels against Pentagón Jr. Brandy Rhodes speaks. There we go. Hopefully she's going to tell us about her hair collection. She thinks she's got in touch with The Fiend and said, oh, look, Fiend, I've got some hair from Ali, and I've got some hair from B. Priestley, but I haven't got any Daniel Bryan hair. Can I have some of that Daniel Bryan hair, please? I love collecting hair. We're going to hear from Chris Jericho as well. What does Chris Jericho have to say? Plus got Joey Janela against Jon Moxley. Killian Dane in control on NXT, by the way. Killian Dane has got Pete Dunne against the ring steps in the corner. Oh, cannonball! We got Trent versus Fenix coming up next on AEW. Trent. Is it Best Friends now? This looks like Best Friends. They're just showing a replay of that cannonball on the outside by Killian Dane. Dave, should John Morrison start off in NXT? Yes. Here's Orange. Here's Orange. Orange on his way down. Amazing. And there he is, look. Pete Dunne has got Killian Dane. Got head scissors on, got the arm. He's going to look for snapping the fingers. Dane has got Pete Dunne's shoulders down, though. Referee taking a real close look here. And the power, sit-down power bomb by Killian Dane. So this match rumbling on. They've really given them some time on NXT, and it's a very good match. I'm not hating on this match at all. It is a very good match. Killian Dane on that middle rope. Pete Dunne trying to get up to his feet. He's trying to get behind Killian Dane. Don't know what he's looking to do. Fenix on his way down on AEW. Do you think The Fiend will get to jump someday? Will get jumped someday by multiple wrestlers and get beaten up? Maybe one day. On the back of Killian Dane, Pete Dunne has got a bit of a sleeper hold applied. Oh, Killian Dane just literally goes backwards, lands onto Pete Dunne, and Killian Dane gets the victory. So Pete Dunne had a sleeper hold on Killian Dane. They were on the middle rope. Killian Dane just went backwards. Pete Dunne is out cold. You think he's coming around now. Killian Dane wins, but he certainly doesn't look like a winner. So, big win for Killian Dane there. They are talking about rankings on AEW for the teams. Good. They need them. I do love that about AEW. I was very impressed last week with the rankings for the women's division. I think it gives you a much better idea of how they see their superstars and what those superstars need to do to become number one contenders and how far off they are from reaching the top. Like, I can't tell you where Ricochet is compared to Humberto Carrillo. I don't know. You have to kind of speculate and guess for yourself. I'd much rather they tell us, you know. Some lovely action on AEW between Fenix and Trent right now. Just hearing from the commentators on NXT. talking about Dakota Kai and Rhea Ripley. Was that a cornet bumped me sign? I haven't seen. We've got Kathy Kelly talking to Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai looking a little bit different. Looks like she's changed her hair a little bit. See what Dakota's got to say. So Dakota Kai saying that Rhea Ripley wants to be the hero, wants to be the savior. But I'm going to take her out. Just like I did to that rat Mia Yim. So she's admitting that she attacked Mia Yim now. I mean, it's not the biggest surprise in the world. But it's a nice little revelation, isn't it? So it looks like Dakota Kai is taking responsibility for attacking Mia Yim at NXT TakeOver War Games. We are at a little commercial on NXT, so we'll turn our attention to AEW in the short term. Tonight only 50% off t-shirts. Who will main event WrestleMania next year? I think it'll likely be Ronda versus Becky. Hello, cool and fun time with Ubaid and Abid. Hope you are well. Fenix lost to Kenny in AAA promotion a couple of months back, and the ending was exactly like the ending of the Jackson-Phoenix singles match. Sean Rossett, hope you are well, buddy. Heydays on Backstage, they announced that Dio Madden wants to be a wrestler, so he's gone back to the Performance Center to train. I did see that, my friend, yes. I did actually watch Backstage. I didn't bother streaming it, and I've got to be honest, I'm glad we didn't. I didn't think there was that much on, to be honest. CM Punk is back next week, though. A few nice little lines from Seth, and of course we had the big revelation that John Morrison has signed with WWE. So, I wonder if they announced it so that people didn't watch AEW thinking that he might show up there. Don't know. That's just something that just popped into my head. But thank you very much, Sean Rossett. Beautiful splash by Fenix. Trent kicks out. We are at commercial break, by the way, on NXT. Fenix getting into the face of the referee. And Fenix going over, slapping the corner. Really getting the support of the crowd. Fenix up top. Oh, nice drop kick by Trent there. Catching Fenix, who was twisting in the air. Gets drop kicked by Trent. For whatever reason, this match hasn't grabbed... Oh, what's happening? Thought someone on the outside was... Oh, I thought Chuck T had turned then on Orange. He just grabbed Orange and, like, slammed his hand down on the mat, but I think it must be something that they were playing around with on the outside. Fenix was kind of hiding outside the rings. Kicks Trent to the midsection. He asks people to move as he hurls Trent into those railings. And a big spear. Yeah, big spear by Trent. They've got to change those railings. They have got to change those railings. It's all well and good asking people to move out the way, but those railings still move way too much. KSI versus Orange Cassidy. Book it, Tony. What's happening? I'm not watching. I'm telling you, bud. I'm telling you what's happening. You can see on screen, the latest stuff. NXT's at a commercial break. And on AEW, we've got Trent versus Fenix. Trent with a pin there, but only getting a 2 count. We know that we're getting a takeover in February as well. Shock the system. Is this going to be Adam Cole? No, it's all of Undisputed Era. So, Undisputed Era promo. Fenix has got great ring attire. It does look very cool. He's trying to get the crowd support up. Trent getting up in the corner. Fenix running over. Nice. He just runs over and smacks him in the face. Trent up in the corner. Going for a kick to the midsection. Fenix grabs his leg. Puts him into the ropes. Adam Cole and Undisputed Era are coming out. No Bobby Fish? No Bobby Fish. We've just got 3 members of the Undisputed Era. I don't like the women's tag champs. We need new ones. Days agrees with me that WrestleMania should not have NXT or women in the main event. Days agrees with me that WrestleMania should not have NXT or women in the main event. I don't think NXT should be in the main event. But I don't mind Becky Ronda. Okay, so Adam Cole cutting a promo now. My attention's more on NXT than AEW, to be honest, right now. Adam Cole saying that Undisputed Era are the Iron Men of NXT. They're talking about Bobby Fish's neck, so I'm guessing he's out injured. Oh, yeah. Talking about Keith Lee bouncing Adam Cole into the crowd. That was amazing last week. That was amazing. There's a big Keith Lee chant on NXT. Big Keith Lee chant. I wonder who he's going to defend the title against next. Finn Balor or Keith Lee? Oh, bask in his glory now is the chant from the NXT crowd. Adam Cole looking very frustrated. Big splash by Fenix. Trent getting the knees up. And now he's talking about Finn Balor. Imagine Undisputed Era versus the Elite. That would be amazing. Okay. Adam Cole says he wants answers and he's not going to leave the ring until he gets them. So, does he want Balor? He's got Keith Lee. Keith Lee makes his way out. Bask in his glory. I like his music, man. Bask in his glory. I like it. I tell you that, Fenix has got Trent Beretta up, slams him down, going for the cover, 2, and Fenix gets the victory over Trent Beretta. Keith Lee in the ring now, face to face with Roderick Strong, Adam Cole. And Kyle O'Reilly. Big basking in. I tell you what, he is so over. Keith Lee is so over. I would love to see Keith Lee, Adam Cole. I think that's where we're heading. But I can't tell how Balor fits into this. So they say that Keith Lee is the belle of the ball. They're saying that everyone was talking about him, but he doesn't have any of the gold. Keith Lee still hasn't said anything yet. Biding his time. In fact, the crowd are speaking for him. Imagine a YouTuber like KSI going in the ring and wins a title. That would be horrific. I think Trent would do well as a singles competitor. Yeah, it was a decent match. Oh, Trent went to shake Phoenix's hand and Phoenix just pushes him away. Trent is having to be pulled away by Chucky T. Orange. What's Orange doing? Orange Cassidy getting into the ring. Orange Cassidy gets into the ring. Keith Lee talking about how he keeps beating Undisputed Era. Keith Lee says he's deciding which championship he should take first. Backstage, we've got Cody on AEW. Okay. Adam Cole says, why don't we make a moment right here, right now? Oh, Keith Lee. Against the ropes. Nice. Keith Lee taking down all three members of the Undisputed Era. Keith Lee is a beast, isn't he? I believe we're at commercial break on AEW. So Adam Cole retreating up the entrance stage. And here's Ciampa. So I am definitely a good few minutes behind the chat, but it is what it is. Adam Cole trying to hold on. And he's running away. Adam Cole running away. I think they've left all of the championships in the ring. Ciampa looking around. Cody is coming out on AEW. Ciampa looking at Goldie. He is. Ciampa grabs Goldie. That is home. And backstage, we got Xia Li. Xia Li quite fired up. Right, we need to have a look, see what Cody's saying on AEW. I would say both shows have been quite even. I think the first match versus match, AEW was better. But then I think the Undisputed Era promo and that moment with Tommaso and Keith Lee was better for me than the Phoenix Trent match. Because that Phoenix Trent match didn't Didn't really mean anything, in my opinion. Okay, so Tony Schiavone is asking Cody about MJF. He's still got that nasty, nasty scar above his eye. Cody says that that scar is a reminder of failure. AEW 6, NXT 5. Okay, so we're at commercial break on NXT. I'll give you my thoughts on both shows as soon as we get to the halfway point. So we're about 20 minutes away from the halfway point. Cody says, my wife is cutting the hair of defenseless members of the women's division. And MJF obviously turned on him. So yeah, it does kind of suck to be Cody, because he can't compete for the title either. Oh yes, the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny. So Cody says, I've seen Beyond Wrestling, I've seen Bar Wrestling, I'm aware of your work, all you had to do was ask for a match. I do like those guys. The Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny. Fans are really behind Cody. Ah, that's interesting. He says that if he has a match against Butcher, Blade, and the Bunny, he'll allow them to pick his partner. So Cody says that it wasn't MJF's decision to make to throw in that towel. It's a good little promo. I'm really interested in this. He's got a lot going on at the moment. He's got a lot to talk about. NXT is coming back on, and we can see Kushida. I don't see TNT renewing the AEW contract once it ends, or Moxley renewing This Is Trash. They absolutely will. TNT are over the moon with AEW. The ratings that AEW is bringing in is well above what they were getting for this time slot before. So TNT are over the moon. This is really cool to see Kushida with his kid outside of the ring. We're actually getting really good promos on both shows right now. Kushida is back. Kushida returns tonight. The Japanese lightning bolt. So he wants to... What horrible socks Cody's got on. So I think Cody is putting a bit of a bounty down so that he can get MJF. He says, you can have my watch. You can have my shoes. Here's some cold, hard cash as well. How much? What's in there? Fair bit. Over $50,000. He's got 100. $100 he's given to someone in the crowd? That's amazing. Cody Rhodes has just given a young kid $100. He can buy himself a new suit. Look at that. That's the best dressed kid I've ever seen. That's amazing. Right, Xia Li is taking on Shayna Baszler. Cody says, just name your price. It's a great promo from Cody. A fantastic, makes sense. It's not cheesy. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's like, look, I want to fight you. What's it going to take for us to have this match? It's like, here's 50,000. Here's my shoes. Here's my watch. He leaves it all in the ring. That was brilliant from Cody. Brilliant. We got Shayna and Xia Li about to get underway on NXT. Daze, do you think that Seth Rollins said it a few weeks ago? I have no idea. Dolph, would you be saying it should have been me? I wish I was in that crowd. I think, Monica, you would only get the money if you were a kid. So I wouldn't worry too much. Joey Janela is being interviewed at the moment. There's been some very, very interesting stuff on the shows tonight. Very interesting stuff. I have enjoyed both shows. Elements of both shows, I think, have been excellent. Elements of both shows have underwhelmed as well. Shayna Baszler on the outside. Xia Li doing some great work. Moxley's here to get into the face of Joey Janela. That kid should buy some Huskus plush. He should. He absolutely should. It's what everyone wants at the moment. Daze, are you afraid of zombies? If so, what kind of zombie? Can you get different kinds of zombie? Personally, no. I can't say I am afraid of zombies. Xia Li is down. Shayna Baszler going for the cover. So AEW has gone to a commercial break, but we're well underway with this women's match. Shayna Baszler versus Xia Li. Hello, Anthony and Trey. I'm really good, thank you. Shayna Baszler working on the arm of Xia Li. Xia Li firing in some kicks, trying to break this hold, and Shayna just grabs the leg. Single leg Boston Crab. Xia Li rolls round. Nice kick by Xia Li. Shayna Baszler goes down. Baszler going over. Xia Li throwing some big right hands. This is good work by Xia Li. Very quick strikes. She's a great striker, Xia Li. Very, very crisp striker. Look at the kicks that are coming in. Very, very interesting competitor, Xia Li. Shayna Baszler picking Xia Li up and hurling her into the corner. And now Shayna Baszler throwing back some strikes of her own. We're still at commercial break for those of you that are interested. Shayna Baszler grabbing Xia Li around the midsection. Gonna look to try and suplex her off the top. But Xia Li fighting back. Clubbing blows across the back by Xia Li. What is she doing? Nice flip over. She's going to look to powerbomb Shayna. Sit down powerbomb. Straight into a powerbomb. And a kick out by Shayna Baszler. Xia Li going against the right. Oh, beautiful. Nice tap. Beautiful work by Shayna. Putting in that submission hold. So Shayna Baszler wins. Decent little match. Nothing more than that. Shayna Baszler sending out a big statement there. With a very good victory. Very good win for her. Right, looks like we've got one of the librarians in action now. We got the librarians coming out on AEW. Looks like it's going to be Leva Bates that's going to be in action. Right, let's change that over. So, Leva Bates. Not sure who she's facing. Days, what if John Morrison joins Undisputed Era? I don't think he will. I don't think he will because he... I don't think they need an extra member, to be honest. Because there's no one for them to feud with. There's no other faction that's that big, you know? Okay. Screen's just gone completely black on AEW. Is this the Dark Order thing? Yes! The new Dark... I hate all these people. I am a human being. They treat me like I am nothing. Submit. Look at this. I think it's so interesting. It's like an initiation. What is your motive for joining? They give him his mask. He's got like, he's in like a fire circle outside. Now he's calling the next person forward. Is this the guy that we saw? Yeah, it's the guy from the very first episode. Are you one with the Dark Order? He says, I just want friends. Are they going to accept the guy? Was that the wrong answer? He's like, I just wanted friends. Oh, he gets kicked in the face. What are they doing? They're like scratching at him. Dark, man. This is dark. I love it. They're kind of like clawing at him, but they're not really doing any damage. Dark Order. They are so cool. They are really cool. I love those promos, man. I love them. Because I tell you what, if that guy debuts, the guy that was in the first episode, the main guy in these promos, if he does debut as an actual wrestler, I'm going to be really invested in him because I know more about his backstory than I do about anyone else. So, like, I know that he just wants to be popular. I know that he just wants friends. I know that he's kind of coming from a good place, but I think maybe he's going in the wrong direction, you know? And I find his story so intriguing. So simple. I don't know why more companies don't do it. So simple. Give us more of those kind of, you know, little vignettes. They're not hard to do. They make a massive difference. Really great stuff from AEW. I got to tell you, I think AEW is the better show tonight. Didn't expect to be saying that. Okay, we got Cassius Ohno. So Cassius Ohno is here. He says that he wants to see if anyone in NXT wants a Worlds Collide preview. We've got Forgotten Sons on their way out now. I think it might be against some jobbers. Forgotten Sons. I think they're jobbers in the ring because they're already in the ring. They don't even get an entrance. We got Leva Bates against Nyla Rose over on AEW. Oh, hello. Peter Avalon getting involved here. Just buying a little bit of time for Leva. Nyla Rose grabbing Peter Avalon's hand. Leva Bates with a book. Doesn't do anything. I think this is literally just an exhibition match for Nyla Rose. Look, she's got both of the librarians, picks them both up, slams them both down. That is very, very impressive power from Nyla Rose. Nyla grabbing Leva Bates, picks her up, sit down powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. Nyla Rose with the victory. And we're underway as well on NXT with Forgotten Sons, who seem to be dressed like the Great Khali. They've got like Great Khali attire. Nyla Rose was about to step out of the ring on AEW, but well, I don't know what she's doing. She's not leaving the ring. Is she going to continue to beat up Leva Bates a little bit more? Is this going to bring out Brandy and Awesome Kong? Sit down powerbomb again. Really not into Forgotten Sons, to be honest. So my attention is more on AEW. Nyla pushing the ref away. She's looking for a third powerbomb. Hello. Who are you? Some woman? Shayna, is it? Chops. Strikes across the big forearm smash. Here we go. Against the ropes. Nyla Rose, though. Bang. Okay, well, Nyla Rose doing some good work. Hello, Jaden. Hope you are well. The Dark Order segments just do a version of what Bray does every week. It's really bad, and it's a shame because the shows have been good. Oh, I really like the Dark Order stuff. There's definitely similarities to the Funhouse. Absolutely. Don't disagree. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you can't never do like a cult thing again because it'll be too similar to like Bray, if you know what I mean. Maybe it's just like the timing. Maybe it's because Bray's on right now, kind of doing something very similar that it's an easy comparison, isn't it? But I do like them. I do like them. And it is putting that guy over. After all this, I bet we don't even see that guy compete. The one that's been in those vignettes. I bet we don't even ever see him. Oh, Nyla Rose just put a referee through the table. Now picking up Shayna and putting Shayna through a table. NXT goes to commercial. We're 3 minutes away from the halfway point. Joe Burns. Joe Burns says, "Is it just me? Or am I the only one who watches Total Divas?" I don't watch it. I would watch it. I know it's scripted, but I do think that you do see some very interesting behind the scenes stuff as well. You get to see, you know, what happened straight after WrestleMania. I think they had footage of when Ronda broke her hand. So I think they've got some very interesting stuff to show. So I wouldn't mind. I definitely would watch it, but it's just not part of my regular viewing. We're just seeing them dragging the table out of the ring at the moment. I think we're at commercial break. I think we're at commercial break on both shows. So I'm going to take this opportunity to get my ratings in. I'm going to say that NXT for me is about a 6.5. I'm going to give NXT 6.5. I'm going to give AEW maybe a 7.25. I think that there is a gap this week between AEW and NXT. I thought that, for me, the first match with Dustin Rhodes really showing that he's still got it caught my attention more than Pete Dunne versus Killian Dane. I did like the Undisputed Era promo. Wasn't too taken with Shayna Baszler versus Xia Li. Haven't been taken with Forgotten Sons. Really like the Cody promo. I really like the Dark Order promo vignette things as well. I like the fact that AEW have got a darker character now, you know. And now we've got Jericho coming out. So Jericho making his way out now. So AEW doing some really good work. So for me, AEW so far the better show. But of course, it's debatable. It's all debatable. But that is my feeling at the moment. NXT 6.5, AEW 7.25. And it could go up because I do love Jericho. Get your scores in. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. I could see this week being quite varied. I could see people rating the shows quite different. I think AEW fans are going to side with AEW. I think NXT fans are going to side with NXT. And I think impartial fans might be split, honestly. Because I wasn't a big fan of Trent versus Fenix. Nyla against the Leva Bates, the Librarians, was alright, but at least it was short. But this should be good. Right, Forgotten Sons. Looks like Forgotten Sons won their match. I didn't see that happen. But it looks like Forgotten Sons won. And it looks like on NXT we're building now towards Rhea Ripley and Dakota Kai. They're showing us footage of Dakota turning on Tegan Nox. Le Champion! Little bit of bubbly. I'm amazed that he was able to get a bottle. A little bit of the bubbly. Are they in Champagne? Are they in a place called Champagne? No one from Champagne has ever been as successful as Chris Jericho. He's got his bottle of bubbly. I think, did they sell like 10,000 bottles last week? Yeah. 12,000 bottles sold in 1 week. Little bit of the bubbly.com looks like they've got more back in stock. 12,000 bottles sold, apparently. Okay, he is contractually obligated to have one more match in 2019. Okay, so he says it's going to happen on December 18th. Le Champion. But he can face whoever he wants. He's got a list! He's got a list! Big cheer for the list! Jericho brings the list back! Get out of 2016. It's the lexicon of Le Champion. It's not the list of Jericho, it's the lexicon of Le Champion. There's a lexicon chant. I don't even know what a lexicon is. Okay, this is the list of everyone he refuses to wrestle. Moxley, Cody. Hangman Page. Kenny Shields. Kenny from South Park. The chubby guy in the 5th row. Nice. This is brilliant. There's no one that does this better. Mia Yim has come out and has started attacking Dakota, by the way. You keep saying Moxley. He said Moxley quite a few times. Is that going to bring Moxley out? Jungle Boy? Jungle Boy? Luchasaurus? Marko Stunt? Okay, they're on their way down. Mia Yim beating up Dakota Kai on NXT, by the way. He said Marty. Oh, I didn't hear him say Marty. Jurassic Express, they are on the way down. Let's go, Le Champion. Marko Stunt getting into the face of Jericho. Marko Stunt gets the microphone, gives it to Luchasaurus. Dinosaurs on the list. Little children. Oh, he just grunts. Oh, you think that's how I sound? Oh, he's got a master's degree. That's amazing. Very clever. He's talking about how dinosaurs have been marginalized. This is the kind of promo I live for. Shayna's down. Shayna is attacking Rhea. Luchasaurus says Marko Stunt is more man than Jericho will ever be. There's a Marko chant. Shayna has still got a sleeper hold, a choke hold on Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley continuing to do what she does best. No sell submissions. Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy chant. Jericho says, you think you've got what it takes to face Le Champion? Days, it's my dog's Rista's birthday. Happy birthday to Rista the dog. Jericho says Jungle Boy wouldn't last 10 minutes. Oh, he snatches the microphone. I do love how they're using Jericho. Jesus, he sounds like Ronda Rousey. Jungle Boy sounds like Ronda Rousey. He looks a little bit like Ronda Rousey. Is Jungle Boy Ronda Rousey? Has anyone ever floated this theory that Jungle Boy is actually Ronda Rousey with her hair messed up? Luchasaurus looking for a spinning heel kick. So, kind of looks like we are building towards Jungle Boy versus Jericho. And he's throwing stuff. There we go. Jericho versus... I don't mind this. I do have an issue with tag team styles having singles matches, so I should hate it. The reason I'm not hating it is because Jericho is a heel. He doesn't want to face credible challenges. He doesn't want to face Pac and Hangman Page and Omega and Cody and MJ. He doesn't want to face those people because he might lose. So him fighting people in tag teams, people that he thinks he can get victories over. Like, I'm surprised he hasn't put the title up against Marko Stunt. Why hasn't he said that he'll defend against Marko Stunt? That would have made more sense. But saying that, you know, you've got to give the fans something that they want to see. And I think Jungle Boy is a more credible match. So I think from a booking point of view, it works. I think from a storyline point of view, it works. And people are definitely going to be rooting for Jungle Boy. So I'm on board with that. I think that's all right. I love how AEW uses Jericho in a way where people you don't expect to have world title matches get one. I agree. What's the point in rankings if you just face everyone who challenges? It's a good question, good point. But I do think that there should be a champion's prerogative. I think the champion should be allowed to choose sometimes. I think there's times where you have to face the number one contender, but he has been doing that. He has been. I mean, he had obviously the match against Hangman. He's had a match against Cody, who I believe was number one contender at the time. So as long as the company are happy that he's facing the number one contenders on a regular basis, then if he does a couple of additional matches where, you know, he faces people that he chooses, I mean, they just said that you've got to have one more match and you can choose who it is. I haven't got an issue with that. But I do think the next match after this should be against the number 1 contender. So as soon as we get into January, I don't want to see him choosing another feud, you know? I mean, in all fairness, Scorpio Sky pinned him. There's an argument there as to why Scorpio Sky gets title opportunity. And then he's just been told that he can choose someone. There has to be something when you champion. There has to be something that you get to choose. You have to have the ability to issue open challenges, if you will. So I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I think it works in storyline. But I completely agree. He can't keep doing that. You're absolutely right. What is the point in rankings if he keeps doing it? I think once in a while is fine. I'd love to know, actually, who the number 1 contender is right now. I don't know. That would have been nice to have had displayed on screen. So, very good point. Right. Hikaru Shida has come down. Great promo from Jericho, though. Loved the lexicon. Hikaru Shida versus that Chris Santander. Chris Santander versus Hikaru Shida. That Dakota Kai Rhea Ripley match just absolutely descended into farce. I was keeping an eye on it. Obviously, Mia Yim came down and attacked Dakota. Shayna came down and attacked Rhea. Rhea was no-selling the submission hold. So, Marina Shafir and Jessamine Ducat come down and apply a bit of extra pressure, which meant that I think she finally did, pass out. So, it seems to be that's what we're building towards. We're building towards Rhea versus Shayna, Dakota Kai versus Mia Yim. I love the rankings. I agree. Don't the rankings reset in the new year? Whoever is number 1 must be angry. That's a very good point. I mean, I would give them the opportunity. So whoever is number 1 at the end of the year should get the first opportunity in January. You can still reset the rankings as people compete to become number 1. But yeah, it would suck if you was number 1 at the end of the year and you didn't get a shot. So that would be cool. If whoever's number 1 on December 31st is guaranteed a title opportunity in early January. I think that would make a lot of sense. And then as fans, that would give us something to keep an eye on. You know, who's it going to be? Who's gonna be number 1 come, December 31st? Plus, I love the idea of, could they somehow use social media for, let's say that Kenny Omega is number 1. Okay, he's ranked number 1 on December 31st. And then at 11 o'clock at night or something, on social media, Hangman Page has a match. And if he wins, then he will become number 1. And it's come out of nowhere, Like breaking news right now at the AEW Performance Center or whatever. Their studios. Hangman Page has arranged to have a match at which, if he wins, would give him enough points to snatch that number 1 position with, minutes to go. I think that would be fascinating. I think you could do quite a lot of that kind of storytelling each month, Do love the rankings. I wish they would use them a little bit more. Because I don't even think we've seen them so far tonight. We're underway anyway with Santander versus Hikaru Shida. In the ring is Cassius Ohno on NXT. Getting a nice warm reaction. Obviously, Cassius Ohno knows Full Sail very, very well. So, not sure who Cassius Ohno is going to face. Rhea versus Shayna for the title in 2 weeks. People saying Riddle, so it looks like it's going to be Matt Riddle that's going to come down and face Cassius Ohno. Of course, still to come on AEW, we got Joey Janela versus Jon Moxley. Bro. Yes, a little bit of Matt Riddle. I gotta tell you, I do love these streams. I do love Wednesdays, but it is very, very difficult to watch two shows and keep an eye on the chat as well. So I do find them maybe a little bit less interactive with you guys than normal. So apologies for that, but as I said, it's very difficult to watch two shows and keep an eye on the chat as well. So I hope you're enjoying the shows or whatever show you're watching. I think, did the cameraman just fall over on NXT there and just got like a flash of the ring as I feel like he went down? Nice. Look at that woman in the front row taking a picture. Bro's like, yeah. Bit of Matt Riddle posing for some pictures. He's wearing some rather fetching pink. Pink on the front, blue on the back ring attire. Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno. Should be a fun little match. Hikaru Shida, we know that she is number 1 in the women's ranking. She's got a very good record. 2, almost getting the 3 there as well. I think she lost her first match, but she's won everything since. Next week, we've got Cody. QT Marshall. So Cody and QT Marshall are going to be teaming together to take on the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny. Interesting. We've still got Kushida that's going to be in action tonight on NXT. Days, can't wait for John Morrison's return to WWE because I have yet to watch any of his matches from back in the day. Oh, you should. They're excellent. He's a very good wrestler. Because the champion can challenge who they want, it won't be tough competition. Just like what Floyd Mayweather did as champions years ago. It's a good point, Malvin, but as we were saying, I wouldn't have him do that all of the time because I agree. I mean, he's just come out with the lexicon and said he's not facing Moxley. He's not facing Kenny. He's not facing Hangman Page. He's not facing Page. He's not facing Kenny from South Park. He's gone down this massive list of people that he won't face. So I completely agree. You can't allow him to choose every time. But I do like him being given that option once in a while, you know? It's like, you've fought the number 1 contender. I mean, the number 1 contender at the moment could be Cody. It could be Hangman Page. And we've seen those matches, you know? Now, if they're still number 1 come December 31st, they should get an automatic match again, you know? I mean, obviously not Cody, because the stipulation was he'd never get a match for the AEW Championship again. But if it is Hangman Page, then there you go. There's that should automatically be the match in early January. Hangman Page versus Jericho. I don't mind him choosing once in a while who he faces. Good women's match. I do like Hikaru Shida, actually. 2. No, kick out by Chris. Against the ropes goes Hikaru Shida. Big knee strike. 1, 2. And again a kick out. Matt Riddle firing shots to the midsection on Cassius Ohno. Shida looking for... Oh, no. Reversed. Kick to the head. Chris against the ropes. Knee strike by Hikaru Shida. Shida, no. Reversed again. 1, 2. Kick out. She's having to work very, very hard here, Hikaru Shida. Matt Riddle is firing forearm strikes into Cassius Ohno. Cassius Ohno rolls out of the ring. 2. Oh, Hikaru Shida loses? That's a big upset. Chris Statlander. Chris Santander with the victory. Oh, lights have gone out. Is this going to be Brandy? Oh, is she going to get a little bit of Hikaru Shida's hair? She hasn't got that, has she, in the collection? Here's Awesome Kong. And here's Brandy. So, Awesome Kong making her way down. I hope she gets a bit of Hikaru Shida's hair. Although she's not wearing black. Look, Brandy's not in black. Let's see what Brandy's got to say. We are at commercial break on AEW. On NXT. Who the hell do we think we are? Okay, Brandy says she's going to shed a little bit of light. Oh, she just did a bit of a Miss Elizabeth. She just took the skirt off. Okay. She's not a great promo, Brandy. When she talks, it feels scripted. Brandy says, "You're in my business, Chris. But perhaps I can give you an opportunity." Family's aim to grow. What is she on about? No, I don't like this. This is what the Dark Order are doing. She's trying to recruit people for the Nightmare Collective, but it's too similar to the Dark Order. So Brandy is saying to Chris, pledge yourself to us. I don't like it. Don't like it. Yeah, I know. Awesome Kong getting in the face of Chris Santander. Someone coming down? What's happening? Someone shouting. Who are you? She's not a fan. Some woman wants to pledge. Yeah, just let her through. Why not? Yeah. Apparently now if you're a fan and you want to pledge, you just get allowed into the ring. Yeah. A bit weird, isn't it, JR? She's offering hair. Who is this woman? Don't understand. Oh, I didn't even notice that the hair was getting added to Kong's belt. Oh, she wants more? Must be good hair. Must be good quality hair. Must be the good stuff. Why don't you just shave a bald? Shave a bald. I think they are. Come on, Dad. This is good hair here. It's got to be clippers. It is clippers. This woman is like, yeah, let's do it. Look, she seems quite happy about it. I don't understand because Brandy's got lovely hair. Awesome Kong's hair's fine. Why are they so desperate for this hair? It's weird. Although, it could lead to some hair matches, couldn't it, in AEW? We're still underway, by the way, with Matt Riddle and Cassius Ohno. I don't think... She is euphoric. Don't understand. I don't know what's happening. I don't understand. Who's the better barber, Bray or Kong? Oh, tell you what, that woman's lucky it's not Bray. Ah! Okay, well, that woman is now a part of the Nightmare Collective. Weird. Too similar to the Dark Order, and the fan thing was... I mean, look, if this was the 1950s, maybe I would be like, I can't believe it, wow! Look at that, a fan? They took a fan? But in 2019, you just go, what? Say what? Right, I think we're at commercial break. We are still underway with this match. I tell you what, the NXT crowd don't seem to be into Riddle against Ono. So she's getting hair to put on a belt. Yes. Apparently, it is going to be the big thing in 2020. You get a belt, and then you go around and just get hair from loved ones. So I'm going to try. I'm going to get Mama Daisy's hair, Dada Daisy's hair, Kia Daisy's hair. It's going to be amazing. My belt is going to be lush. A bit of a GTS by Riddle. And wow! Powerbomb! That is amazing. Cassius Ohno is not a small guy, so Riddle doing that powerbomb, very impressive. Up top with the moonsault. Twisting moonsault, lands on Cassius Ohno. Shoulder up. Shoulder up. SCU on the way. So I think this might be Christopher Daniels in action now. SCU. Is it Daniels against Pentagón? Days. I think Jericho should choose his opponent, but it has to be on TV. When it's pay-per-view, you fight whoever is number one in the rankings. Ah, I like that. That could work. As long as they do a pay-per-view each month, then that's fine. But they would have to do one a month. But yeah, something along those lines. I'm into that. I'm into those rules. See, that's it now. This is how we're thinking now. We're literally saving wrestling right now. That's what we're doing. We're bringing in some lovely rules that make perfect sense. Zachary Siolo? Zachary Siolo Vlogs says, this dono, I do love this dono, is for the Universal Championship. Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you very much to Zachary Siolo Vlogs, who is donating to the Get Days a Fiend Universal Championship Fund, which I haven't started. And actually, I've taken 35 steps backwards, haven't I? Because I spent £35 at the start of this stream on a Huskus. I don't know if you've seen, but a Huskus, the pig boy. Look at it! Look at it! Oh, that is everything. That is the best thing that has happened tonight. Although, why I have to spend £4 on postage is beyond me. Beyond me, I tell you. Right, Christopher Daniels firing shots on Pentagón. As Pentagón was making his way down to the ring, Matt Riddle victorious over Cassius Ohno in a so-so match. It was so-so. So-so. I honestly, what are we looking at now? Less than half an hour to go. AEW still the better show for me. WrestleMania Legendary Moments is on the network tonight, immediately following NXT. Kushida next. Kushida. Zachary Sayolo vlogs. Still donating to the Get Days of Fiend Championship cause. Kushida. Don't know who he's facing. Let's wait and see. Thank you very much, Zachary. Really appreciate it, buddy. Obviously, you get onto the list of legends down there. So, shout out to Joe Mikulachik, Jay Shy, Eric Haberman, KJ Carter, Sean Rossett, Joe Burns, Zachary Sayolo Vlogs, and Zachary Sayolo Vlogs. Shout out to all of you guys. Right, we're underway on AEW with Christopher Daniels versus Pentagón Jr. AEW 8, NXT 5. Days, are you getting Hoodcud? What's Hoodcud? What's Hoodcud? Do you mean Huskus? Because if you mean Huskus, already purchased, already boughted. Zachary Sayolo Vlogs. Dude, you're going crazy. Calm yourself, my friend. Calm yourself. Buy something from the WWE Network. How can you buy something? I don't understand. How can you buy something from the WWE Network? I don't know what you mean. Buy something from the WWE Network. Wow, really appreciate the support, buddy. Really appreciate the support. I can tell you all of this is going towards the Get Days a Universal Championship Fund, or help Days pay the postage for the Huskus the Pig Boy toy, which should be free postage, WWE. I bought it from Euroshop, which is, like, not that far away. I think I could drive to Euroshop in about 2.5 hours. Something like that. Yeah, I have to pay £4. £4. Ridiculous. NXT, 10 out of 10. NXT 8, AEW 4. AEW 4.4, NXT 8. NXT is not 10. It's an 8. Did you see Dr. Britt Baker? Just after the ref was smashed up. I did. NXT 7, AEW 6.5. Zachary, no, I'm not calming down. Well, look, thank you very much, Zachary Sayolo Vlogs. Really appreciate it, dude. You got 4 mentions now on the list of legends. So, really appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very much. Although I still don't know how you buy something from the WWE Network. AEW 7, NXT 6.5. I'm kind of around there as well, Monica King. Yeah, I agree. Should have used the promo code for free shipping. Is there one? I didn't know there was one. I never buy anything from Euroshop, to be honest. Well, there's £4 thrown away. But in all fairness, it's gone into the pocket of Vince McMahon, and I feel like he needs it more than me. So, there we go. Voting opens tonight following NXT. You can vote for the NXT Year-End Awards. Visit WWE.com for official details. There we go. Who's Superstar of the Year for NXT? Let me know who is Superstar of the Year. It's got to be Adam Cole. Adam Cole, baby! I'd say Adam Cole, Superstar of the Year. Maybe there's people out there that disagree. Maybe there's people that think it's Johnny Gargano, Velveteen Dream, Shayna Baszler. Zachary Siolo Vlog says, I'm the best donator. Dude, you are. You can stop. You absolutely are. You are the best donator. That no one is doubting this. You've done incredible work in the world of donating. I really appreciate it, buddy. That is crazy. Thank you very much, man. Really do appreciate it. We're still underway with Christopher Daniels and Pentagón. Christopher Daniels is in control. Obviously, jumping Pentagón from the start. We're just seeing a bit of a replay over on NXT. Adam Cole, baby! Ciampa, Leo, Kushida, Ciampa, Cole or maybe Johnny. Adam Cole and Kushida. Kushida. People saying Kushida is Superstar of the Year. Zachary, give me mod, baby. We're all full, bud. We're all full. There's no vacancies. Trust me, if I was to give out mod positions due to donations, then I'm sure we would get a lot of donations, and that is absolutely something that I don't want to encourage. But shout out to you, Zachary Siolo Vlogs. How many positions have you filled up now on the list? I think, are you up to, it says 5, but I thought it was more. I thought you was at 6, but maybe it is 5. But very, very impressive, my friend. Kushida is making his way down. I don't know who Kushida is about to face. Pentagón Jr. is fighting back against Christopher Daniels. Big strike across the back of the head by Christopher Daniels, who regains control of the match. We're going to find out in a second who Kushida is about to face. Yeah, massive thank you. Massive shout out to Zachary Siolo Vlogs. I think I will be voting for Zachary Siolo Vlogs in the NXT Awards as my Superstar of the Year. Against the ropes, they're fighting outside the ring now. Nice top rope enziguri. There was a moment where it looked like they were going to do some sort of Canadian destroyer on that entrance ramp. And we know how sharp that entrance ramp is because, of course, Cody has got that nasty scar just above the eye. Raul Mendoza is making his way down. Raul Mendoza. Zachary, what are you doing? Ooh, Cameron Grimes? Cameron Grimes just takes out Raul Mendoza. So are we going to get Cameron Grimes against Kushida? You're fighting with me now, boy. Okay, I think it is going to be Cameron Grimes. Kushida is shocked. Cameron Grimes. Right, I need to see what Zachary is saying. Zachary says, Zachary Siolo Vlogs was versus The Fiend. I win. I'm champion. There we go. Breaking news. Zachary Siolo Vlogs is the new official Universal Champion. That means you're going to have to get your own custom belt, mate. Unless you're going to walk around with the Fiend's one. I'd like to see a custom Zachary Siolo Vlogs belt. The heavyweight donating champion of the world. Zachary says, I do wrestle. I'm Roman Reigns. Okay. Zachary, you can stop now, buddy. You can stop. Please stop. You've done enough. You are blowing everyone out of the water. Schwann's one days. Are you getting that $6,499 Fiend belt? Well, I might be soon, thanks to Zachary Siolo Vlogs. Yes, that is very cruel though, of Schwann's, isn't it? Schwann's has just prevented Zachary from filling up the list of legends, which is really cheeky. That is some next level heel work from Schwann's one. Oh, look at this. We've got the Bunny, the Blade, and the Butler, or whatever. what you witnessed last week is the first order of chaos. They're taught. Okay, they've really got an issue with Cody here. I like this group. Butcher, the Blade. We're here to cut the head off a snake. Cool. Nice little promo. I like him. We're underway with Kushida and Cameron Grimes. Really want to keep an eye on this match. Zachary Sayolo Vlogs, please stop. Please stop, buddy. I'm the WWE World Heavyweight Donating Champion. You are, bud. You have dominated it. You can absolutely stop now. You can stop. You've got the title. You've destroyed everyone. I don't even think there's a number one contender anymore. It's yours. You've won that donating championship, bud. I mean, look at that. You have dominated the list of legends down there. And that's the same list that appears on all of the streams. So as of right now, your name is going to be all over the SmackDown stream as well. So you've done it. You've won. I can't thank you enough. Thank you very, very much, buddy. Right, we're well underway. We're at commercial break on AEW. Kushida springing against the ropes into a suplex and into a pin. Kick out by Kushida. Cameron Grimes, excellent up-and-coming superstar. Are we getting Ali versus Cody? We can but dream. Cameron Grimes stomping down onto the throat of Kushida. It's great talent. Thank you very much, Anthony and Trey. Kushida should face Jim Hornet, match of the year contender. Absolutely agree. Well, we're down to like 16 minutes, guys. Oh my God, Zachary! What are you doing? What are you doing, Zachary? How do I make you stop? Not stopping, boy. Stop, Zachary, stop. Stop. Stop, you've done it. You've won. I don't know how to get the information across, bud. And... Evan, can we give Zachary a shot at the title if you're still there? If not, I will do it on Friday. Kushida just picks up the win. Zachary Sayolo Vlogs. Right, dude, I'm going to give you a shot at the actual live stream championship. Let's get through tonight, and then I will look at it, unless... Evan is still around at all, and Evan might be able to chuck it up for us. But if not, then I will do it after. We've got Keith Lee, Tommaso Ciampa, and Dijakovic taking on Undisputed Era in our main event for NXT. Done. Where am I going? What am I doing? I'm changing this over. Undisputed Era versus Lee, Dijakovic, and who's the other one? Lee, Dijakovic, Ciampa. There we go. I forgot Ciampa for a second. Because Zachary Sayolo Vlogs is dominating my thoughts. Okay, it doesn't look like Evan is still in the chat, so I will sort that afterwards. Only problem is, I don't know who the current champion is. Regia Productions days. This one is for Zachary. He is now broke. I wouldn't be surprised if Zachary was broke, buddy. Absolutely incredible support from Zachary Siolo Vlogs. So thank you very much to him. Yes, we're done. And I will put you into the poll. And yeah, Regia Productions, thank you very much as well, bud. Tall Paul 2000's gaming channel, how's NXT? I've only been watching AEW. Well, personally, I think NXT has been a good show. It's been a fine show. There's been nothing that's been offensive on there. Nothing that's been poor. But there's only been a few things that have really, like, spiked my interest, really caught my attention. I honestly feel, from watching both shows, I honestly feel that AEW has been the better show tonight. I think AEW is a 7.5 and probably a 6.75 for NXT, something like that. So I do think there's quite a gap between the two. I don't see that changing, to be honest. Although saying that, I'm really not a fan of Moxley and Janela. Janela? Who the hell's Janelli? Because Cornette calls him Jelly. Joey Janela. Janela. Moxley versus Joey Janela is our main event, which just isn't for me, to be honest. So we've got that match that's about to happen. Zachary. This is awesome. This is awesome. It is awesome. Now stop. Stop. My last money. Stop. 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 I don't know how to make you stop. I'm literally, I could block you, which would make you stop. I mean, thank you so much for the kind donations. It's really, really appreciated. It obviously all goes towards supporting the channel, but you have gone absolutely above and beyond. You have dominated this stream now. This will forever be known as the Zachary Siolo Vlog stream. That's what the stream is now. I might change my name to Zachary Siolo Days. I am Zachary Siolo Days now. So, thank you very much, buddy. I'm pleased to hear that you are now stopping. But I will get that poll up for you. I will get that poll sorted. I wonder if I go over to Evans. I don't know if Evans says on his Twitter who our current champion is. I don't know. Evan Harris. We are at commercial break for NXT, if you was wondering. Evan Harris. Let's see. KJ Carter is the current Wrestling Days live stream champion. Right, Zach. Oh my God, Zachary, stop! Stop! My mum said donate, so here. Well, your mum's a lovely woman, but she shouldn't be encouraging you to donate further. Stop. Stop. Stop, Zachary, stop. I'm putting you in the poll right now. Guys, you've seen... Look, we all know KJ Carter is a big supporter of this channel, yeah? Nothing but love for KJ Carter. Nothing but love, okay? So I don't want to get the wrong message out here. Equally, you've seen the madness that is Zachary Siolo Vlogs. I mean, literally the madness. And I don't even know if this is, like, me supporting it in any way, because I absolutely do not want to do that. But I feel like I need to do something. So, KJ Carter, the current champion, versus Zachary Siolo Vlogs for the championship. I'm doing it. It's happening. The match is going up. Who should be champion? You decide. Who do you want to be our champion? Do you want KJ Carter? Or do you want Zachary Siolo Vlogs? Okay, that is up on the Wrestling Days channel right now. Right now. Head over there right now. Make your voices heard. Do you want KJ Carter Or do you want Zachary Siolo Vlogs? Who is your champion? Boom. Right. Joey Janela gets clotheslined on that entrance ramp, gets turned inside out, smile on the face of Moxley, who looks right down the camera. Change your name to Zachary Days Wrestling. Zachary Days Wrestling. Tell you what I'll do. Yeah? I will change it on Twitter. How about that? For the rest of tonight. Zachary Days Wrestling. There you go. On the actual Wrestling Days Twitter, I have changed that over for you, Zachary. So, Zachary Days Wrestling, as requested. I have, that's my new name now. I am Zachary Days Wrestling for the rest of tonight. Dude, stop. Stop, 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 stop. Just stop. How do I make you stop? Stop. Stop, 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 stop. Right. Zachary said then he should be champion. And I agree. It's hard for me to disagree. But I've actually just timed him out, okay? For his own good, I've timed him out. Stop, Zachary, stop. Right, we've still got entrances on NXT. We'll keep an eye on how Zachary is doing over on Twitter. Zachary is currently losing at the moment. There we go, look. KJ Carter, Zachary Siolo Vlogs. Zachary is timed out for, is it 300 seconds? So just a few minutes. I'm not going to block him. No way am I going to block him. But I'm just giving him a little timeout so he can think about things. Yeah? He's just going to think things through. Just take a moment so that he can take a breath. I can't turn... I would turn it off. If I could turn off Super Chat, I would turn it off. But I don't think it gives me that option. Have a look. What options? I can go to their channel. I can report. I can remove. I can put them in timeout. I can hide the user, which is blocking them. I don't want to do any of them, really. Thanks very much, Connor. Okay, right. We've finally got everyone in the ring. We've only got 5 minutes left to go on NXT. We're well underway with Moxley against Joey Janela. Let's have a look. Kicks to the midsection by Ciampa. Moxley now hurls Joey Janela into the ring. Joey Janela with a kick to the face. Goes against, looking for a DDT. Ugh! DDT on that entrance ramp, and we know how hard that is because obviously what happened to Cody. See, I think little moments like that have so much more impact. Suicide dive by Joey Janela now. Obviously, we can kind of come back to NXT because we know that NXT overruns. So we can always come back to that. Quite a lot of votes here. We've had 41 votes. KJ Carter still in the lead. Zachary Siolo Vlogs at 41%. NXT ends in 8 minutes. Yes, you're right. It always overruns a little bit. So we'll keep our attention on AEW as we get towards the end. Days, do you think we'll see Balor in this NXT match? I don't know. We got a little video package from Balor earlier. So I'm not sure if he'll walk out. I don't think there's a need for him this week, to be honest. Nice spinning elbow strike by Joey Janela. NXT is way better than AEW tonight. Clothesline by Moxley. There you go. Kick to the midsection of Roderick Strong. Nice. Dijakovic is using Kyle O'Reilly as a battering ram. Hi, don't time me out. Oh, Zachary! Zachary, stop! I don't know how to make you stop, buddy. Your generosity is incredible, but I don't know how to say these words any other way that you will understand. I've changed my name on Twitter. I've never done that before. Changed my name on Twitter. You're in a championship poll, which we don't even do anymore because of the whole copper thing. But your generosity has been crazy. I wanted to do something as a thank you. But you gotta stop now. Got to stop. Let's see where you are in the thing. As I said, we had a lot of votes that have come in. Still 59-41. Make sure you, there's still 8 minutes to go, guys. I know a lot of people like to wait at the very, very end. So we should get a real flurry of votes as we get towards the business end of the poll. Oh my God, Zachary! Zachary! What are you doing? Well, someone has earned another timeout, haven't they? They've earned another timeout. Oh my God, Zachary. Why? I don't understand. What do I do? How do I make it stop? How do I stop this? How do I stop this? There's no way there's no way I'm going to reward that kind of generosity by, I would be the first YouTuber in the history of YouTube to block someone for over donating. Like, there's no YouTuber in the world that's ever done that. Yet here we find ourselves on the verge of actually blocking someone because they've donated too much money. This is insane. This is insane, Zachary. You're using reverse psychology on me. You're using like Jake the Snake Roberts psychology on me. I don't know what to do. We're at commercial break on, look, Sandman says you can't. You can't. He's timed out twice. What else can I do? What else can I do? Let Zach in, says Sean Hedges. Let Zach in. Inner Circle have come down. They're staring at Moxley. Looks like AEW's about to finish. So it looks like Jericho is still interested in Moxley. He said that he didn't want to... We all heard the lexicon earlier. Jericho saying that he wasn't interested. Suki, at this point, I'll be buying everyone a Huskus. Need Zachary to stop. Right, the show's finished, but we can still see what's happening on Fight. I really enjoyed AEW. I thought it was, for what it was, I thought it was a decent show. I'm going to give that a very solid 7.5. Not like the greatest show in the world. I'm not a fan of, singles people being in, tag people being in singles matches. But if Jericho wants to choose someone from a tag team, then so be it. Is there a way that I can, time Zachary out again? If I put him in another timeout, does that start it for another 300 seconds? Zachary was timed out for 300 seconds. I think I've put him in another timeout. So I think I've extended it for another 300 seconds. This is what I'm having to do now. This is insane. Right, where are we? This, by far, is the funniest thing. This is not funny. This is not funny. Clearly you guys have been blown away as well. Zachary on 38% against KJ Carter on 62. So can Zachary make a last dash towards the end? We got 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go. I would urge that you give Zachary some love there. Ciampa in the ring. Right, we need to call the action, man. Through the legs. Knee strikes by Kyle O'Reilly. Ciampa absolutely unloading here. Nice. 1, 2. Kick out just. Hey. Giving AEW a 10 because of Jericho's list. It's not a list, it's a lexicon. It's the lexicon. That's what we've got here. We've got a lexicon of legends. Which features Zachary. Zachary is actually only 1 donation away from filling the whole list of legends box. But at this rate, I'm not letting him back in. Zachary Siolo. Oh, it's a different one. Zachary Siolo react. I didn't know he was a different one. Zachary Siolo reaction. Zachary Siolo vlogs. Has he got like actual channels? Should I be going and checking his channels out? Let's have a look. Kick by Ciampa. Let's go over to them. Zachary Siolo. Zachary. There he is. Zachary Siolo vlogs. I am subscribed. So even though I do keep timing you out, buddy, I am now subscribed. And where is Zachary Siolo? I don't even know where Zachary Siolo Reactions is. Right, let's Keith Lee in the ring. Let's do a bit of commentating as we get back towards the end of this. Here we go. Keith Lee going against the ropes, and Alfredo Bonso says, sorry, Zach. That Alfredo, that's cruel, mate. That's really cruel. And actually, there's Zachary. Look, Zachary Siolo vlogs. Buddy, you are a legend. Hashtag vote for Zachary. I definitely support that. I definitely support that. Whatever happens, bud, you're still the donating champion. No 2 ways about it. Whatever happens, you're still the donating champion. There we are. Look, we're getting towards the business end. 52 votes, 1 minute left. 62-38. Make sure you jump over. Get your votes in as to who you want to see. Oh, nice kick by Adam Cole to Ciampa. Balor's here. You guys were right. Balor is here. Balor in the ring. God, we didn't see him all weekend. Finn Balor was not at TakeOver or at Survivor Series. How incredible is that? He lays out Ciampa. He's got his sights set on Adam Cole. It's all about the Prince. Keith Lee! Ah! That was so good! That was so good! Keith Lee out of nowhere! And Keith Lee has got Balor! Sit down, powerbomb! Oh my God, that was amazing! Adam Cole, though, with the super kick to Keith Lee. It's a great ending for NXT. Up. Keith Lee. Planting Adam Cole. 1, 2. Beautiful. Keith Lee with the pin on Adam Cole. That moment, though, it was like something out of Jurassic Park. Do you know, like, when the kids are quite, like, scared, and then in the background you just see, like, a velociraptor just appear, just have a little look around, and then it's like that. You had Balor, and it was just, like, staring out of nowhere. Woo, Keith Lee. It's amazing. Let's have a look, see how it is going. Oh, the vote is finished. KJ Carter retains. It was very close, though. 58-42. 58-42. KJ Carter doing a fantastic job there of clinging on. But well done to Zachary. Well done to Zachary. You had a shot at it, buddy. You're still the donating champion. And I've still changed my name over as well to, on Twitter, Zachary Days Wrestling. That is in honor of you, my friend. And I will keep it that way all night tonight. Zachary Days Wrestling. Right, Keith Lee is standing tall. Bask in his glory. Bask in his glory. Basket. Oh, gentlemen, we got a William Regal. I've decided. December 18th. Adam Cole. Balor versus Lee. Yeah. Oh, versus Tommaso. Triple threat. Tommaso versus Keith versus Balor. I really wanted William Regal then to say, at War Games! Even though War Games has been and gone. Bask in his glory. Bask in his glory. Amazing. So there we go. Next week, Tommaso versus Keith Lee versus Finn Balor. Bask in his glory. At War Games. That match is going to be amazing. They sing the Huskus rap. I can't even remember it now. I did memorize it. I remember strudel noodle. I like strudel noodle. I like strudel noodle. What else did he say? But I say no to ham. I like strudel noodle. I say no to ham. Oh, we got a little program about WrestleMania. Oh, how does that song go? How does that Huskus song go? I'm Huskus, the P.I.G. I'm Huskus, the P.I.G. Oh, no. Because I'm heavy. I'm large. I can't remember the words. My addiction to food is a charge. I like strudel noodle. Ice cream. I can't remember the words. I remember I'm Huskus, the P.I.G. Anybody coming up with me? Cause I'm heavy. I'm large. My addiction to food is a charge. I like strudel noodle. But I say no to ham. I like, yeah, something along those lines. That was it. Both shows were excellent. I'm going to score NXT 7.5. don't know. I don't want to go as high as 2.5. I don't feel like they were that close. I feel like there was a bit of distance between the two shows for me. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that, baby. I'm going to do that. 7 out of 10 and 7.5. My opinion didn't really change. I mean, I did think that NXT pulled it back at the end. I did think that what they did at the very end was really good with Finn Balor getting involved and William Regal announcing that match and everything. And the main event match was very good. But I thought there was elements of Moxley and Joey Janela that I enjoyed as well. So, yeah, that's how I see it. I think AEW, if I was to rewatch one of the shows, I would rewatch AEW. Get your scores in, though. Get your scores in, baby. AEW 8, NXT 6, NXT 8, AEW 7, AEW 7.5, NXT 6.5, AEW 7.2, NXT 7.8. 7.25. I love strudels, noodles, ice cream and jam. Yes, you're right. I love strudels, noodles, ice cream and jam. I'll eat anything, but I'll say no to ham. That's what he said. I think he says, I'll eat anything, but I'll say no to ham. I'm Huskus, the PIG. And anybody on the phone with me? 'Cause I'm heavy. I'm large. My addiction to food is a charge. I like strudel, noodles, ice cream and jam. I'll eat anything, but I say no to ham. AEW 8, NXT 6, AEW 7.5, NXT 7. I agree with you, Vito Nata. Thank you very much, Anthony and Trey. NXT 8, AEW 5.75. Sue, didn't you just give me a different score? I swear you just gave me a different score that was different to that. Did you? Did you, Sue? Are you being a floppy moppy? Let's have a look. C Wrestling says AEW 7, NXT 6.75. No, you didn't, Sue. Didn't. It was Monica King. So you are not being a floppy moppy. Nando says AEW 7.8, NXT 7. Schwans1 says, I tell you what's really interesting this week. There's a lot of variation in the... Can you see like how really it's very split. Very, very split tonight. Which I think is really cool. Normally, like, we tend to all be on the same page, but this week I think we've all enjoyed different aspects of the different shows, which is cool. I think it makes for a great war. So it'd be very interesting to see what happens with the ratings, and I do think that NXT's card looked better. So if I was looking on paper, I think I would have tuned into NXT. But if I was to rewatch a show, I'd be rewatching AEW. Y'all are giving them both a little too high of a rating. I don't know. I think the matches were very solid. I mean, I've seen some truly awful shows. I'm thinking Raw. So I don't know. I think the standard is actually very, very high. If you compare this to a Raw where you get like matches you just don't care about, and the action isn't very good, I feel like pretty much all of the matches tonight gave you something, and the promos were exceptional. So yeah, I think there was that Cody promo was next level, man. Cody has been delivering some really great promos this year. Really great promos. Been one of the highlights of AEW for me has been seeing Cody talk. Poll result. We went through the poll result. KJ Carter retained. So well done to KJ Carter. There's the official poll result. We got 57 votes on that. Boom. Floppy moppy? Yes. The brandy thing was really bad. Yes, that was really bad. I do agree. And it's too similar to the Dark Order as well. But yeah, that was bad. I definitely didn't enjoy that. She can't talk. Well, she can, but it sounds like a script. You know, she's not really putting much emotion into it. I'm not really believing what she's saying. It's like, we are the Nightmare Collective. Now, you might be asking, what is the Nightmare Collective? Well, I'm about to tell you what the Nightmare Collective is. The Nightmare Collective is an extension of the Nightmare family. And the Nightmare Jesus Christ, Brandy. Come on, love. Get it together. AEW, I didn't watch NXT. For the Wednesday Night Wars, I've got AEW as a 4, NXT as a 2, and 2 ties. Days, look up the lyrics. I think we were pretty close to the lyrics. I think we were there. I think we were there or thereabouts. Days, are you watching the WrestleMania thing? It's on right now, yes, but we won't be streaming during it because it's very hard to stream, as I've said, when people are talking, because you have to listen and then kind of talk about what they've just said. Plus, on the WWE Network, you don't get that many ad breaks. At least with Backstage, we can, like, step away from it and kind of talk whilst it's in commercial and then go back to it. But with this, it's just going to be non-stop. This will be an excellent, excellent show to watch. But I don't think one that will be very good to stream. Remember when the Nexus debuted in 2010? What did you think of it? I thought it was very, very good, but it could have been done a lot better. Days, give us your best woo. I can woo for you, but I can't guarantee it'll be my best. Woo! That was all right. Kind of felt that came from the diaphragm. Don't go thinking that's my best. I feel like I can take it up another level. I think we're done anyway. I'm sitting here and wooing away. NXT tempted me over, but AEW won me back. They've got Jericho and Cody promos. I think you've hit the nail on the head, bud. Plus, I really do I am intrigued by the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny. I am genuinely interested in them as a faction and as them as a group. So I am very interested to see where that leads. And obviously, we know we're going to see them in action next week. So I do like that group. I do like the Dark Order vignettes. I do like Jericho promos. They're funny. I don't think NXT does humor, like, at all. There's really not much that's funny on NXT, and I'd like them to try a little bit of comedy in there. But it was great to see Kushida coming back tonight. So yeah, I thought there was some really positive stuff on both shows. So yeah, I'm happy with that rating. Right. I think we're done. I think we are done. This is always a very enjoyable stream. Always a difficult stream because of the fact that we have to watch 2 shows. So I know that it does kind of mean that I'm a little bit more distracted and maybe taken away from you guys. But of course, we're back on Friday. And what a stream that is going to be. That is going to be huge. On Friday, SmackDown. It's one show. I can give you my full attention. Well, not my full attention, but a good portion of my attention as we're watching that. And, of course, there's going to be ad breaks as well. But Daniel Bryan, what's he going to look like? What is in store? How much of his hair was ripped out? Is he going to be beardless? Is he going to be bald as well? Is he going to be in the funhouse? Is there going to be a Daniel Bryan puppet? So much for us to look forward to with Friday. So we are away tomorrow. There will be videos on the channel, of course, but no streams. But we will be back on Friday for a massive SmackDown stream. Make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure that you join us. Thank you to everyone that donated. Let me go down the list of the lexicon. The lexicon of legends. We've got Alfredo. Is it Bonso? It's so small I cannot make it out. So look. Yes. Alfredo Bonso, who says, sorry, Zach. Which was very cheeky. Blocking Zach's last shot at filling up the lexicon. So shout out to Alfredo Bonso. Shout out to my good friend Zachary Solo Reaction. Also shout out to my good friend Zachary Solo Reaction. I think this might be a relative, but shout out to Zachary Solo Vlogs. And also Zachary Solo Vlogs. Shout out to Zachary Solo Vlogs. There's a couple more to go. Zachary Solo Vlogs, thank you for donating. And the final one on the lexicon, Zachary Solo Vlogs. Shout out to everyone that donated tonight, everyone that joined us in the chat. Thank you so much for the support. Really do appreciate it. And as you said, we will be back on Friday for an absolutely massive SmackDown stream. So hopefully, I'll see you then. Bye for now.